6th-TV.square.
Content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the sexiest place to be every Friday night from 6:30 to 8:30 right here on iHeartRadio. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Hideaway, Big Fat Pickle, Pizza Rica. And check it out, ladies and gentlemen, we have our incredible stash. Give it up for Denise Cassell, Mag Chop Kenny. My name is Nico. Take it away, Joe Rubo.
Welcome, everyone, to the 6th Borough. It's Friday night, 6:30, and we are live from Boca Raton. We took a week off last week due to some special circumstances. We'll let Denise get into that. But right now, Nico wants me to kick it back to him. He said he has something for me.
Yeah, Joe, I just wanted to bring in, we did have a delivery from Pizza Rica, and they delivered us a pizza. I just want you to take a gander at it, and I don't know if the camera, which direction, but I want to get Joe's reaction in regards to what we're looking at. Joe, you can just take it from there.
What kind of pizza is that?
I want Joe to eat it, though. I don't really care what kind it is. I just want Joe to eat it.
Do I see corn on this?
Look at his face. Look at how excited he's getting.
Look at, I see freaking, I almost said the word.
Yeah. I can't take it. Look at him.
Brock, what is this, a taco or a
That's
pizza?
what I'm asking. You tell me. It was delivered. I had to wait for you like a surprise.
Who ordered this?
It's like a pinata.
Hold on a second. I actually spoke with our sponsor, Pizza Ricci, and I said, could you put together a veggie pizza just to change it up?
Oh, is that what they did?
He wasn't kidding.
He really
it has
wasn't
corn.
kidding.
It has broccoli. It's vegetables.
It looks like a Southwest
pineapple on there.
Southwest pizza.
I never seen corn on a pizza.
Me neither. With the broccoli, the whole.
I'm going to tell you something.
Corn on nougats.
It's not kosher, Michael. Don't worry about it, booby. I got you. It's not kosher.
Everyone's speechless.
We don't eat that.
I'll pass on this one.
We people.
It's not even a taco. Tacos don't have
The
corn.
chosen ones. We don't eat that type of stuff.
All right, so let's. All right, enjoy.
I was going to say.
Well, that would
Joe,
need,
what do you...
I tell you.
Hold on, I need to gain control. There we go. Everyone, welcome to the 6th Borough Power Up Hour. This is what happens. I need to actually regroup and pull these people together.
I got it on tape.
But that was a certain special delivery from Pizza Ricci, who is one of our sponsors, and it's actually great enough to bring every Friday a sample of what they're able to put together. But Nico...
I think they bring whatever's left over.
No. This is our power sponsor.
Like a science experiment.
Yes. All right. So no. Actually, it's all fresh, and everyone, it's actually a very good pizza, and I think it's a southwestern pizza.
Yeah,
that's what it
I had a
is.
slice of the.
Yeah,
fresh,
too bad
fresh
Joe's
tomato.
too far east for that pizza.
I just had a slice of the fresh mozzarella, and that was very.
That
good.
was really, really good. We knew. I had to hide this one for you, Joe.
Joe is very particular about his pizza. So
He
am
takes
I.
it personal, though, I think, Denise. You and I should care less. At the end of the day, he takes it really personal.
He
Trust
does.
me. When I show you the pictures that I made Kenny take of him, he physically was upset. How they disrespect this pizza?
Well, with that said, everyone, we have a great show lined up. But we do have a course of events that we want to talk about. But first of all, so that you know, we have with us this evening some really special guests. And who are they? So we have Artie Pasquale that's going to be coming on from New Jersey live. We're happy to have him. And we also have Michael Newman that's with us and Sharon Pfeiffer that are going to be joining us and talking about what they're doing, their projects, and some great nuggets of information as to their careers and some choices and really some exciting stuff. In actuality, we also have with us our event highlight. Remember, we always have someone that we're going to be talking about that has an event that's coming up, and one of my favorite events, actually. And that is the Wheels, Wings, and Fashion. That's going to be the 30th of this month. So I'm really excited to meet up with the co-founder and one of their nominees for the event. So yeah, it's Wheels, Wings, and Fashion. Just one of my favorite things, and they will be benefiting the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, the Alpha Society, and then also the, it's called really cool, it's the Scotch and Shark. I'm really interested to hear what that is all about. But we're going to be covering them and talking to them in a very short while. But a great event.
But it's a Saturday the 29th, I believe.
Saturday the 29th.
29th.
And Victor Concepcion always puts on great events.
That he does. I was there last year, and it was an amazing event.
That was a good
Super
job on the
classy,
last name, by the way. That's not an easy name to
boats.
I
pronounce.
know the guy.
And I'm Latino, so I know.
And all the supercars and the girls and,
It's
the
a
shows that they put
fantastic.
on, the
Lucky I
live
remember your
performance.
name, Kenny.
Super classy. They generate a lot of money for a great cause.
They certainly do. Well said, Nico. Well said.
I only remember mine because I tattooed it on my stomach.
Oh, jeez.
Wait,
And that's
what was
coming
that? I
from
missed
someone that
that.
goes to Broward, comes in for vacation, and leaves on probation.
That's right.
That's his thing.
So speaking of Broward, you've had quite a week where you live.
Can I
huh?
get you a glass of water, Denise? Possibly?
Can I get you a cup of water?
Well, let me just share with you that I have never been through anything. I've been through hurricanes, but this was extra special.
Maron.
Yeah, so last week, many of us that live in the Fort Lauderdale area were impacted greatly by the storm that came through. And they actually declared the storm as 1 in 1,000 years that a storm like that could happen. And, within 24 hours, I think it was like 24, 26 inches of water.
The airport looked like a lake.
Everything
It looked
was
like
a
the
lake.
beach.
Yeah, it
was-
finalized
if you
at
you
28
couldn't-
inches.
You can't believe
Yeah.
it.
Crazy.
It was a really crazy event, and unfortunately, I had a great impact. I lost my car, damage to my roof. There was so much that happened, but there are others that completely lost everything.
Yeah.
You just lost half of
Well, she
everything.
just had
Like
her house.
the east wing of her house and her car.
She just moved into the new place.
No, right, and she didn't put
So
anything
it was-
together. I know.
It was half in shambles already, and then it just washed away.
Well,
Now it's empty and clean.
No, it's empty. Let me just tell you, I know for a fact that I'm walking around with like at least a quarter of an inch of dust everywhere, and
No
the
more.
muck and what's that?
No more. It all washed away now, right?
Oh no, it's mucky and mildy, and it's
Absolutely, yeah.
not really a good
It's a
situation. But I do want to.
tragedy.
I do want to share that for those of you that did go through, I'm going to do a public service announcement really quick because this was
PSA.
at a major event. So for those of you that have not reported your damage, please do so at 954-828-8000. And that number is to be used for the purpose of filling up the bank with respect to the dollar in damages that has been done so that we can get money from FEMA. They're still holding money back from FEMA from us. Wow. So it's something to do. And then also you can go in to complete a document. Just go to flooding.broward.org so that you can go ahead and submit your documentation. My sympathy goes out to those that have lost everything.
Yeah, it's
we have
pretty bad.
shelters out there. I've never seen anything like that.
No, terrible.
Well, I didn't get it bad where I live in Coral Springs or
No, man,
this
yeah,
way,
I
but
have a house on a hill.
Fort Lauderdale was on the water.
Yeah,
Hollywood,
particularly-
we had a lot
Put
of
it on
flooding
the hill.
around the town.
Did you?
A lot of streets closed up, but I'm in a condo in the sky, so,
And what about this gas thing? I felt like I was living back in the 70s and 80s. this week.
Unbelievable. Right.
I don't know why
Good thing it
everyone's
wasn't toilet
complaining.
paper.
It's so strange
And
to
then,
me.
they put signs up, people don't read the signs. So that's how I got gas 3 times this week. The
That's
sign
not how
said-
I got gas. Kenny's Spanish and he siphoned some gas.
I did.
That's how we got.
The gas, if you read
mean, a
it
couple
closely, it
bucks?
says no.
He charged me
no
$2 a
super
gallon.
unleaded, but we have 87.
Wow,
so
that was
people are
good.
just driving by, seeing the signs, and they're pulling out of the gas station.
Yeah.
They go,
Well, ultimately, the gas shortages now is under
"It's
control.
over." Yeah, I got gas today. Yeah.
So, but pretty much what ended up happening is that there was gas. It was just stuck at the port. They couldn't get it
and
delivered.
there was a problem that water got in the lines in the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
What
combination
a
of
mess,
things.
man. We were.
There's so many cheap cars online right now. I have no idea why.
It's a great time
I
to
know.
buy.
I know a blue BMW that's going to be online.
yeah,
car was
Blue- I
total.
know, right? That's nice.
My car was classified as total, and here's another educational moment about flooding. There's something called brackish water.
Oh yeah,
And
brackish.
so-
That means salt and fresh.
That's right.
I'm
And there's possibility sharks live in there.
I'm in the brackish fish.
So yeah, you don't
Are
have
you in
to
the
read-
brackish business?
So you made the car
Cichlids
disappear
are-
the right way.
I live in brackish water.
Did a thing.
Legitimately.
The car disappeared the right way.
Well, I mean, everyone I know, pretty much, there's been a lot of cars that were totaled,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the car is in great shape. But when that water gets in there, I learned that it's a no good one anymore.
And you have to be careful because people will try to sell those cars.
100%. I just
A lot of
bought
people
one.
get stuck with those cars a
You're legally
lot.
supposed to write water damage.
Oh, well, the VIN's going to register when the insurance takes it, but there are people that take those cars, people will buy them, and then resell them.
100% hardly flooded.
And they'll run for a little while, absolutely run.
I didn't
And
even
then-
know what that
and they'll
rebuilt
just-
title meant, but now I guess I know.
But they're telling you, when you get stuck in the water, don't try to turn the car on. But you're on to begin with, so I don't
It
understand.
actually happened.
makes-
It was almost like a flash flood, bro. Within 6
that make
hours,
sense, Kenny?
anybody had any common sense? They had no
Don't
idea what the heck
don't
was
turn
even
it over?
happening.
Yeah, nobody knew.
Yeah.
Nobody knew.
Listen, it was very unexpected.
Yeah.
There's no name to this store, so we'll call it the No Name Storm.
Now, we
they
already had
didn't
one
give
of
us a
those in
name?
Citrus County about, how many years ago? 20 years ago? 20. There's a no-name storm in
You
Citrus
were dating
County.
someone else. She don't.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of those. But anyway, it's really crazy
Let's
what
name
it
it
went through.
Denise.
What's that?
Let's name it Denise. It was the
Yeah.
Denise story.
I
Yeah,
second
the
that
Denise
motion.
storm.
It's crazy. It really was the car, and then getting sick, I guess, from the mildew, and it just you can't get it. You can't take enough showers to feel clean. Honestly,
No,
you
it's
just can't.
unbelievable.
But one thing I did realize is that goes to that thing that I always practice, that you can't be too attached to things because it's here now and it could be gone in a minute.
Exactly, especially your spouse. But I'll
Yeah.
tell you,
There's a sale on those.
Yeah, some of those drowned.
nothing lasts forever. I do weddings. That's what I say in my announcement.
Oh, my
Ladies and gentlemen,
goodness.
there they are.
Well, moving on to that, today is National Panic Day.
Oh, yeah?
It
Wait,
is.
national what?
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. National Panic Day is April 23rd. It's coming up. So, I just
Yeah.
want to make sure that everyone understands. Did anyone get an alert
Yeah, I
at
got one at
4:32 in the morning?
Yeah.
Test 1, 2.
Yes. Yep.
Test
So-
1, 2.
Hear it.
Test,
You
test
didn't
1,
hear it?
2.
Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny, you have a crazy
Yo,
phone.
Kenny, I can't believe that's why the
gotta
policia
tell you.
come to tu casa at 4:30 because you're sleeping.
This whole weekend chaos did not affect me at all.
Oh, there it is.
Right?
That's
the
what
rain
I
was
got
great.
text.
My grass looks
I
wonderful.
thought it was a booty call at first,
I didn't even hear this thing.
Listen,
Everybody
listen,
talking. I didn't hear it.
Some
It's
late
so
night
funny.
Tina coming in from late night loving.
It's so funny because really, it did not affect me at all. Like,
Bro, listen,
I was fine.
look at you.
It rained.
A lot doesn't affect you.
My grass was great, and I was like, "Hey, look, my grass is growing great right now."
I'm just
I
gonna hit
I
'em.
jumped in the car. I went to the gas station. I got gas. I didn't know there was a shortage. I happened to pull up. Somebody pulled up. I pulled in. I got gas. I left. Filled up my car. I had no
It's like
issues.
the perfect day in Kennyland.
I was reading on.
guy lives
when
in
I
a
was reading
bubble.
on social media. Everyone's
He
complaining.
lives
I'm
2
like,
blocks from a gas
"What's
station.
wrong
He's like,
with you guys?"
I made it. I made it. This is
Well, listen, once again, everyone, you are listening to the 6th Borough. I just want to make sure you know that. We're just recapping what occurred this past week because in the 6th Borough, which we all know the 6th Borough belongs to everyone. And if you're from the north, if you're from an inner city, coming down here, everyone moved down here at some point, especially during COVID. So we were officially classified as a 6th Borough, and we're going to run with that.
Yeah, let's
it really
go.
is.
I got to ask you a question.
Well, hold on a second. Before you do that,
Okay.
everyone, you've been hearing a voice. And that
yeah.
voice is Michael Newman, who is one of our guests
we
this
got
evening,
announcements.
and he'll be
He's right next to
co-hosting with us
Look at
this
Chef
evening.
Michael Newman's in the building. Make
There he is.
Thank you. I just really snuck it off the street. I was hungry, and when I saw that pizza, I said, forget about it.
Forget about it.
The
As soon
corn
as I
pizza?
saw the goatee,
Mean.
I go, brother,
Yeah.
we're here.
Look at you guys.
They got their own little group going there. Look at them.
Man. You guys look like 2 little empanadas over there. Look
memo.
how cute
the
you
memo.
look like. Little bean dip. Look at you. Look at you.
Well,
He does. He looks Spanish, but I think he's Jewish, though, just so you know. I think
Well,
he's
that could be Spanish too, you know?
Yes, he could be. Hey.
there you go, Michael doing one of his best of his impersonations, who's going to be working with us, for the rest of the show. He'll be co-hosting, but we're going to have an actual spotlight and talk to him later on. But you know what, Joe? I had a crazy last week, along with so many others.
That's why we weren't here last week.
That's right. We weren't here last week. I just couldn't swing it. However, you did manage to get me out on Saturday night.
Yes, great night.
Yes, it was a great night. We wound up going to the Boca Black Box,
Yeah, we saw our friend Sharon Pfeiffer.
who will be
and
being with us a little bit.
She'll be joining us, and Mike Marino, who's been on a guest a couple of times on the show. Great
Saw
show.
Nico's friend.
Yes, Nico had a little bit of a...
He didn't like that. He did not like that.
You know, when you're a DJ and you look like me, you got a lot of groupies. They're everywhere. So there you go. There's groupies amongst all the
But wait a
Yeah.
minute.
pedestrians.
I just wanted to say one thing, and we won't
Of
talk about it
course you did,
anymore.
Joe. Have some pizza.
The whole way there, me and him were talking about this. He's sharing it with me, and we,
Yes, undisclosed situation.
and then she just was. She was
are the
there.
odds?
She was
Let's
there.
keep it all vague, though, please. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Yes, we'll keep it vague, but it made it added to the evening and the interest it
No,
was.
that was
but
great. It was excitement.
It
was like
was.
a WWE, I don't even know what, white trash, spin the wheel. I don't believe it. You know what I mean? You got to get the wheel. Spin the
No.
wheel.
It was a very good show.
It was a very
was.
good show.
No, the show was so funny. It was whimsical. Very, very great show.
Yeah, it was a great show. Again, everyone, Boco Black Box, they have some really great talent, and we're going to be actually collaborating with them so that we can bring them into the fold and actually have an interview of whatever or who is their upcoming comedian.
Yeah, I think Nico's next.
Yes, we got to get Nico on that floor,
We
on
got
that
it, yeah.
stage. We
I mean,
really
I'll just
have
And
to.
any
show.
special guest that was in the audience.
Yes. So we'll keep that special guest at bay. But,
we
you know,
got-
that was a great place. I like the talent that there. And some of the one-liners that Mike Marino had were just hilarious.
Yeah, he's very funny.
He really
He's very
is.
funny. Everybody, even all the acts were good. Every time we go there, it's a good time.
It
so,
really is.
Yeah.
I like when the crowd heckles him, and then his reaction was wonderful. It was almost magical. The guests
thought we
wish
were
to
gonna
God
have
they
to
never
whack
walked in
somebody
the
in the
building
crowd.
before in their life.
Yeah, it was Mike Marino it was definitely going to have to whack someone inside the.
I kind of
show!
I kind of
was
felt
like,
a little
Mom,
bad
they were
for the
grounded.
girl.
I
you
did
know?
too. I
I
felt
did-
bad for her, for the heckler.
Now, you
her
know,
birthday.
I did comedy for 4 years with Jackie Mason.
Right.
So when somebody
Jackie,
would,
yes.
if I would ever get heckled from a
Name
woman,
drop, Michael. That's a good
all
one.
you got to say, I say, ma'am, I'm up here working. I don't come to your house and go in your bedroom and bother you while you're working.
But bum.
You hoe.
If I said that, I'd get an invite.
But
They'd
I
be
think
like,
some
"Come on
people
down."
I think some people go there to try to stir up the comedian. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Get under their skin. But
But
Mike
all in
wasn't
all,
having it at all. He was
was a
no
good-
little
it was a-
smile, whimsical.
No,
he had
we-
zero tolerance.
And we all went, so it was a great night.
Yep.
It was.
Good show.
So it was a great show, and everyone, once again, that was the Boco Black Box. One place that, again, we're going to actually be collaborating with them, and it's always a great time when we go there. But I wish they had a menu. You know,
They
it's
have popcorn and pretzels.
popcorn and pretzels.
They got alcohol.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
was-
Boca diet.
That's all
Welcome
they
to
need.
Boca.
I ate before I went, and then
We ate afterwards.
Let me
too.
get a lemon and water.
It was quite interesting.
We
to-
went to that sushi joint after.
Yeah, we did.
so
that was
actually,
hilarious because
that?
Nico was sitting there talking so fast to the waitress, she had no idea what he was saying.
That's called
Oh
the
my
double
God.
talk.
He was just going on.
I was
He was
going 1,000 miles
insulting
an
her
hour.
without
She didn't
even
know
she
about it,
knows.
nada.
She says, you speak faster than the Vietnamese.
I know.
It was
Oh my God.
She was
hilarious.
like, I go, do you speak English? She's like, no, good. I go, perfect. Ding, 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 ding. I went 1,000 miles an hour. I was offending her. It was great.
was
She was
hilarious.
agreeing with me. You're filthy, right? She's like, yes. I was like,
Listen, we really should get a camera following us around wherever we go.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, yeah. So you know what, everyone,
Miss a
if
lot
you're
of stuff.
listening, of course you could hear us live on the radio every Friday between 6:30 and 7:30. But you also can call in. We want to hear from you. You can call in, speak to us, make comments on things that you hear we say. I mean, you got to listen for the one-liners in this show.
Yeah,
You
the
really
comments have
to.
been quiet tonight. Where is everybody?
Guys,
Cuz,
call
where
in,
are you?
we'll
Come on,
offend you.
guys.
Call.
Not
Let me give
everyone's
you Joe's
underwater.
cell number. And he can offend you for $20 if you just zell him. He will just.
So everyone can comment on Facebook,
we
YouTube.
missed a week last night, so everybody's sleeping. Come on, wake up.
Wake up, you
Waiting
all.
for
So
you.
you can actually call in to 888-994-4995 at Studio A. A for Apple, we always say that. So you can call in, and again, your show, we're here to serve you and give you some really good belly up laughs. I'm still underwater. I'm like, I can't speak correctly. Oh, it's just been crazy. But we need to move on to who our guest is for this hour.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
and so with that said, everyone, I'm going to introduce and have everyone meet Artie Pasquale.
Artie Pasquale.
He's joining us remotely out of New Jersey, and what a great background and bio he had. He is an actor and writer, and we actually have him. He grew up in Rhode Island, but has been acting for so many years and has been over 70 films and TV and a new stage, a few stages as well. But the things that I really wanted to say, that he was in the reoccurring role in The Sopranos. And he played the character of Bert Gervasi. We all know that name.
Oh, yeah.
Gervasi. Hi. Sharon Pfeiffer just got in here. Thanks so much for coming.
Hi, Sharon.
So
Hello, Sharon.
we want to introduce him and welcome Art Pasquale to the show. See if we can bring him on live. And there he is.
There he is.
There
What's
he
going
is.
on?
Hi, Art.
Thank you for entertaining me for the last 15 minutes.
You want a piece of
Denise,
pizza,
Denise,
Art?
I don't know how you put up with these guys all the time, Denise.
We have no
Finally,
idea.
someone gets it. Yes, you're right. Thank you, Artie. You're my new best friend.
All right, thanks. My pleasure being here. My pleasure.
Well, thank you so much for making time to be with us tonight. I know you have some family stuff going on, and you have our prayers, but thank you for joining us. We want to hear about you, what you've done, your role in The Sopranos, and I've had a lot of questions that we want to ask you, but most importantly, on the show, we want to know about you first. Where are you from originally? Tell us a little bit
Well,
about
I'm originally
you.
from Providence, Rhode Island, an Italian section called Federal Hill. As a matter of fact, you had Bruce Socia on recently,
Just gonna say,
Yes.
Bruce.
and he's a good friend. We grew up in the same neighborhood, Bruce and myself.
I've heard of that neighborhood. It's a very, very Italian neighborhood and very old. It's a very old neighborhood.
Old school, yes.
Yeah.
Old school.
Old school neighborhood. So go ahead, continue. What else? Tell us how you grew up in Rhode Island. Were you there your whole life? Tell me.
Well, I wasn't there my whole life, but I spent, I got interested in old movies. That's how I got into this. Really, I guess originally, I used to watch old movies that, George Scott and not George Scott, but Edward G. Robinson and those guys. And I did a little theater, when I was in high school. Not much, but I was an athlete, and athletes supposedly didn't get involved. You weren't supposed to get involved in theater at that time. I won't go into the details as to why, but you can surmise anyway. But I went from there, and I did some stuff in college, and then I got married, moved to New Jersey, and got divorced, got 2 kids and 6 grandkids. But I continued with this acting thing, and my big break was The Sopranos, of course. And from that, it's amazing. It's amazing, this cult of people that follow The Sopranos. They know everybody in The Sopranos. And I was just telling people yesterday that COVID really, in a sense, rejuvenated Sopranos. People were home. Some kids who really weren't allowed to watch the show. Some kids weren't even born, and adults were watching it again. So it's been rejuvenated. It's amazing. Everybody knows every character. There's a cult of people that know everything about The Sopranos. I mean, I was
One of them.
recently, a fellow came up to me and he says, "How's Spencer doing?" Now, do you guys know who Spencer was?
Oh, on the show. Oh, I have to recall on that one.
I don't think Spencer was my dog.
Oh,
When I was getting killed, that dog that was barking and barking, his name was Spencer. I mean, there are some people that know everything about it. It was a great, great experience, of course.
so how did you land the role as Bert Gervaisi? How did you land that role?
Well, I auditioned for it, and I knew somebody that was involved with the show, and I auditioned for a couple of spots, didn't get them, and then eventually I got this spot, and as it turns out, my death scene is considered to be one of the better death scenes of The Sopranos.
Yes.
So I see you showing it now, I guess.
Right. Yeah, this is one of the scenes, of course, and
Yeah, that's when I had black hair and I looked a little
tracksuit.
young.
there's the tracksuit look. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So for
Somebody
those of
wanted
you
to buy that. I think somebody bought that for like $800.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the tracksuit. So for those of you
Yeah,
that
they
are,
auctioned it off.
It's a bargain.
it's a bargain. We are actually
And
taking
that,
a look
as
at
you know,
a scene.
that's Stephen. You guys know that's Stephen Van Zandt, as
Yes,
you know.
sir.
Yeah.
was
So
with
we're actually
Bruce
everyone
Willis.
that's driving along. We're actually taking a quick look at the
Oh.
scene by which
See ya.
There it is.
Bert Gervaisi, the role that's was played.
There's,
is,
There's Spencer.
yes, there's Spencer
That's
barking.
This is too gruesome for me.
I'll tell you something about the dog in a minute.
Yeah. So
That dog was barking and barking and barking. And can you curse on this show? I don't know if you
no, no.
No, and
Okay,
we're
all
out
right,
of
I'm
warnings.
sorry.
We're out of
I'm
warnings.
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we've used all of our warnings.
Anyway, I'll put other words. And this dog was barking and barking, and I was getting the crap beat out of me, bouncing off the walls. So the trainer, I had some catnip in my pocket, which was going to attract the dog. And at a certain time, the trainer let the dog go, and the dog's barking and barking and barking. So I said, "When you get this blankety blank dog off me?" And she says to me, she says, don't yell at Iggy like that. I said, "Iggy, I'm getting the crap beat out of me, and you're worried about Iggy." Iggy probably got paid more than I did, But anyway,
Well,
but it was a great show. I go to a lot of events, and some people recognize you. It's really, I walk into a restaurant occasionally, and people will call me. They don't even know my name. They call me Bert. Say, "Hey, Bert, how you doing?" It's unreal. I was walking down Mulberry Street. A guy tapped me on the shoulder, and in an accent, a Norwegian accent, which I can't do. It always comes out as a Hispanic for some reason. I don't know why, but
No,
he
we
said,
just
"You're
came to
Bert
do it.
Gervaisi. Silvio strangled you," and the guy was from Norway.
Wow. You made
You know,
Norway.
so- yeah. So it was great. From there, I've done a number of films, and it's really helped me. And I do a lot of events.
What is it like
it's really
if
with
that
the
be
guys.
we're going to go to commercial break real quick, but I'm going to give a question that will come back for you to answer. Your
Sure.
thoughts around working with such a great cast like that. You said that was your major breaking role. Just give us an insight on what it was like working with those. So with that said, hold that answer, and we're going to go to commercial break.
We'll be right back.
We'll
Okay,
be
go
right
ahead.
back. Thank you.
All right, so check it out. We'll be back momentarily. We are the 6th Borough Boca Raton Stand Up. 2 minutes, baby. We'll be back. Yalla Baligan. Whoop, 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 whoop.
WWNN Pompano Beach, WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. Your home for the True Oldies Channel. Join the True Oldies Channel Saturday, May 6th for Kentucky Derby Fest at the Palm Beach Kennel Club. It's the best party south of Churchill Downs, so you know the TOC has got to be there. The True Oldies Channel street team alongside horse handicapper Benny the Boot will be on site from noon to 2:30, doing our famous free-to-enter handicapping contest and giving away a 3-day, 2-night cruise aboard the Margaritaville at Sea. Plus a huge outdoor TV screen, trackside barbecue, mint julep stations, Kentucky Derby hat contest, live music, and plenty of giveaways. The only way to celebrate the Kentucky Derby is with the True Oldies Channel at the Palm Beach Kennel Club. And hey, a chance to win a free cruise aboard the Margaritaville at Sea isn't too shabby either.
Down the stretch, they come in the Derby!
It's the 149th annual Run for the Roses. Does Forte have what it takes to bring home the Kentucky Derby crown? Find out Saturday, May 6th at the Palm Beach Kennel Club with your friends from the True Oldies Channel. Alexa rocks, and now so do you.
How can I help you?
Just say, Alexa, play True Oldies FLA.
Okay, playing it now.
Now, you've got the good time oldies.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach, located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
Quick shout out to our sponsors, Hideaway, Big Fat Pickle. And I know there's another one, but nonetheless, give it away. Pizza Rica. Yalla Maligan. I'm just so excited because if I may, to all the, I need somebody to call in. Is it me or does my beautiful Denise look just like Janet Jackson? Give it up for Denise Cassell. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, jeez. Okay, folks. Yeah. So for those of you that can't see, I had to do the best that I could to find what I had that was dry to wear.
Okay, must have been the last thing you had dry was the Rhythm Nation 1999.
Oh my gosh!
I love her.
Artie Pasquale, come to my rescue, everyone. So here we're back with the 6th Borough.
Are we gonna have a wardrobe malfunction?
No.
Hopefully, can we get some sponsors? I'll tell you right now.
Oh, Artie, come rescue me! I'm telling you,
Well, it sounds like you need more than me rescuing you.
Artie, come on, man, help me out, bro. Look at her.
Listen, I have what they call flood hair. Okay.
Yeah, up north, we've been watching the news, and we saw the airport was like really under. It was like unbelievable what you guys went through.
Yeah, we had some really deep waters to go through. But I got to just tell you, Artie, this is what I put up with every week, but they're a great crew. They've got full of energy, and we certainly adore having them with us, and our fans just love having us with us.
And we do have a caller on the line right now. I don't know, I believe.
I hope they take you. I hope they take you to the Breakers for lunch once a week.
Yeah. No, they don't. Look at the people that treat me terribly.
We're taking a Pizza Rica.
Yes.
With the corn on the pizza.
Corn on the pizza.
We got a call, right?
Yeah, we do. We have Casey
on the line. We got a call for you. Let's see who's
on the
calling.
line.
Wow.
Hey, Casey.
Hello.
Casey, you
Caller,
there?
are you there?
Hi, this is Casey.
Hi, Casey.
Yes.
You have a question for us?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Thanks
Yes,
for
I
calling
wanted to
in.
talk to Artie Pasquale if I was okay.
Of course
Sure.
you can. Go right ahead.
Shoot.
I'm the biggest James Gandolfini fan, and I just want to know what was like working with him.
He was a wonderful, wonderful guy. I mean, just, when they talk about the Sopranos being family, I know that's being used a lot, that term, but, I was a minor player basically, but he would call me aside, how's your family, how's everybody go? He was just terrific, don't believe anything otherwise. He was a great guy, and he treated you, whether you were a worker on the set or whether you were an actor, he treated everybody the same. He was just a terrific guy. Don't let anybody
Yeah,
tell
my
you.
grandparents were all the time in there, living in New Jersey as well.
Wait, look
Yeah,
at
we
that.
had a big Soprano con not too long ago, and thousands of people came to pay tribute, not just to him, but to everybody else, to the show itself. But he was great. He was great. His son's a pretty good actor also.
Yes, his son. We actually
Yeah, he
did the
is. I
sequel.
saw him in The Saints of Newark, and he was amazing.
Yeah, he's going to be okay. He's a great kid, great guy. I don't know what else to say, being repetitious, but he was just wonderful,
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, Casey,
All
thank
right,
you.
thank you.
Thank you for
You
calling,
got
Casey.
another question?
Oh, well, no, now you have your question to answer. So going back to what we were saying earlier before we went to commercial break, with respect to, working with, actually you already had that question that came from Casey, but what would you say was your most memorable moments on set during The Sopranos for you personally?
Well, just being there, I mean, you were treated, as soon as you arrived on the set, you had somebody that was in charge of you for the day and would walk you here and walk you there. They had a lot of money. Eventually, they had a lot of money. Initially, The Sopranos, wasn't a big deal when it first came out. You would have an after party at like the local pizzeria place, And then once the word got out and the success of the show, how successful it was going to be, everybody and his uncle wanted to be on it, and it just snowballed and snowballed and snowballed. And
Yeah,
it's hard to describe.
Right, became
the
every
writing, I guess,
Sunday night. It became every Sunday night. That was the
people
place
used to
to
rush
be.
home from the football games
Yeah.
to to get to watch The Sopranos.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
And it was just experience. I don't know if you'll ever have it again like that. You know, there are other, of course, a lot of movies that try to copy that, and TV shows try to copy it. But the writing was terrific, and the actors. One thing about the actors, they were all like regular-looking people off the street. You didn't have any pretty faces like George.
Perfectly
Clooney type.
cast. Perfectly cast.
Yeah, they were just regular guys. Some of them probably looked like you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Artie, I have a
But,
question for you.
Maybe with the exception of Nico, I don't know, but that's it.
Well,
Artie,
Mike Newman has a question.
I have
for you.
two
Mike?
things I want to ask you. When you said before George Scott, and you were talking about, did you mean
George C. Scott.
George Raft?
George Raft, that's what I meant. Yes,
Yeah,
thank
that's
you
what I
very
thought
much.
you meant, 'cause you
George
said
Raft,
Cagney.
G. Robinson,
Yeah,
Richard
yeah.
Widmark.
Yeah, all the greats. Those are the greats. And I have another thing.
It was black and white, and
Right, all black and white movies. Those are the greatest. Those are the best.
Humphrey Bogart.
You remember we were at the network party with Steve Stanulis, and you saw my wife there. You had to take a picture with her, Meryl
Yeah,
Streep.
I was just thinking you sound familiar, and we met.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be here. I didn't know. I thought you were coming into town. So I was going to show you the picture of you and her together. So the two.
Oh, that's nice.
She's
Very
here.
nice
Say
to
hello,
meet
Kim,
you.
real quick. Okay. Yeah.
And for those of you that are not aware that Michael Newman's wife does look like Meryl Streep.
Come on, yeah.
Come here, Kim.
Come on out. Let's see if we
Kim.
can see
Yeah.
it. That
Yeah, come
we have here she is actually,
what
everyone. I know everyone can't see her if you're on the
Hi,
radio,
Artie.
but
Okay.
there you go. This is like
Hi,
a
Michael.
doppelganger.
Michael, you look so much better looking now with your lips.
Thank you, Artie. I was so happy to hear you were on tonight. So
Now,
Thanks for coming. Thanks for saying that.
yeah.
so
I was down your area not too long ago. Well, I did Mob King down there in Fort
Yeah,
Worth.
that was the next question,
I know. Yeah, I was hoping to have lunch
And we
with you.
just,
Yeah.
and I was down in Del Rey recently over at Tremonti's there.
Oh, Tremonti's. Yeah, that's a great place
Yeah.
in Atlantic. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good place. Yeah. Well, we're going to, as a matter of fact,
Michael,
Mob
thank you
King
so
tonight.
much.
Yeah, anytime, Artie. I hope to see you soon down here.
Yeah. We're going to do something at the Hard Rock for the Mob King movie. I don't know if it's going to materialize, but we're going to put this big extravaganza on because that movie opens up in some theaters on the 26th, I think, of May.
Right, May 26th. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight we're going to the Hard Rock. They're going to have like a little meet and greet with some of the cast of the Mob King.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're going to do a little red carpet thing, and I think they're going to announce the date for what you're talking about.
so tell me what role.
Yeah,
did you play?
initially I was a little apprehensive, but it developed, and Chiro and those guys, they put it together, and it turned out to be really a good production.
Yeah.
Hey, Artie, one more thing.
Yeah.
How about the Italians? I'm playing Colombian Roberto Santiago, and he's got that back on the can again. He's redoing it.
He does, huh?
Zach.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to say anything.
I know.
I want to know how he's going to pay
I know.
1,000 cast members. But
He called me the other day. He's moving out. He's going to move forward with it.
What did he say, Michael? How did he say, Michael? You're my man, Michael. You're the man, Michael. We're going to do this.
Oh my God!
Michael.
You sound like him.
Yeah, we're going. He says to me, he says, Artie, you're the boss. Artie, you're the man. But I try to be polite. I don't burn any bridges.
Now I'm
I
wondering
say,
if
"Thank
it's
you
you
very
that's
much."
calling me.
But he's trying, I guess. But
Yeah,
as
he's
you
trying.
know, it all takes money. It's all
Yeah.
money.
Well,
And
supposedly.
he says, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah,
I might
that's
be
it.
in a
That's all it
wheelchair
is.
by the time
Right.
it
Don't hold
happens.
your breath.
Yeah. Artie,
Yeah.
you have to share with us exactly this because I'm actually curious. So there was here a short film that was made, and I want to know a little bit about it because it has a very interesting title. And of course, here my notes are all screwed up now. I'm trying to think of it. Here it is, Pasquale's Magic Veal.
Yeah.
What is this all about?
Well, it has nothing to do with my name, first of all.
Okay.
There was a fellow that had a restaurant in New York City, and his name was Pasquale, and he passed away. So they named the movie after him, and it was me, Vincent Pastore, who played Big Pussy, Joe Ganascoli. I'm not Joe Ganascoli. Danny Grimaldi, who was in Sopranos with me, and Joey, little Joey, what's his name? Anyway, it was a great little movie, won a lot of awards. It is a picture of it there.
What a great cast.
Yeah, it was really well. It was well done. That was shot in one day, 19 hours. I think we did that. We shot it in one day at a restaurant in New York.
It's amazing when we think about the number of actors and actresses we've had on here, and they talk about the movies that they've been on and how fast they're produced. Well, again, money is, of course, the underlying factor is to get it done as fast as possible and as well as possible.
Back in the day, it took a year for post-production.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Now
Yeah, I mean, people, you know, you can do movies with a camera, you know, but
With an iPhone.
Right? It's
Yes.
crazy.
yeah, you can do it with an iPhone. But everybody thinks they can make a great movie, and everybody wants a lot of copycats because trying to copycat The Sopranos, and everybody said it's going to be great. Well, you know, you wish them the best. You know, there are a lot of creative people. A lot of young people are very creative. So
They don't even have to be creative. They have AI now that creates for you.
Oh yeah.
You know that nonsense. Yeah.
You guys had Mike Marino on. He's a good friend. I'm going to be
Yes.
doing his podcast in a couple of weeks.
Yes, we've actually had him on several times.
He's a great guy, funny guy.
Mike said to say hello to you.
He did, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we went to his show last week.
Yeah.
It was a
Yes.
great show. Sharon was great. Surprised me. Sharon really surprised me last week.
Not Michelle
So-
Pfeiffer.
So with that said, everyone,
No relation.
Artie, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your experiences. For anyone that wants to know more about Artie, how can they find more about you?
Well, I'm trying to get rid of a few people. Never mind.
BrowardSheriff.org.
Just give us your home address and we'll take care of the rest from here.
No, just go. You know, I'm on Facebook, and I'm not doing the other stuff. I just think too much information is going out to too many people. So Artie P21, you can email me, artiep21 at verizon.net.
There you go.
artiep21 at verizon.net. We had a bunch of movies I did the last couple of years. I did about 6 or 7 movies. Mob King's coming up really soon. It's going to be a good movie. I know you've had Chiro on, and just keep listening. If you want to call me or you want to text me, you want to email me, no problem. I promise I will respond.
Well, it was an honor having you on the show and a pleasure meeting you, sir. And look
My
forward to
pleasure.
seeing you in the
My pleasure.
future.
Thanks
If you want
for
to visit
asking.
him, his address is.
Great to see you, Artie.
Michael, we'll see each other. Yeah, hopefully soon.
Yes, excellent. Love you, brother.
Take care.
Okay,
Take care
same
now.
here.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for asking me. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Good luck with the show.
All right, there you have it, everyone. Artie Pasquale that has been joining with us and talking about his projects, his experience on The Sopranos. We didn't ask him what it was like to get whacked, other than him saying that he got banged around a lot, and his roles in the upcoming Mob King release. So he's really been around for a long time. He's legendary.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, anyone that got to be
Speaking of legendary, we need to announce our other guest hosts.
Yes.
Yes. So we have with us, of course, the wonderful Sharon Pfeiffer. But do we have a caller? I just want to make sure that do we still have a call?
Do we have a caller on the line?
That's me.
Okay, then. So,
hello.
caller, come on. Who do we have on the line?
Hello.
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 Hi.
Who do we have on the line?
I just,
Oh, we have a bad connection.
Zaria.
Hello, Zaria. How are you? Thanks for calling in. What's your question?
Apart from your role on Sopranos, what was like your next favorite?
Well, unfortunately, we already lost him. He moved on, and we're so sorry that pretty much you were on hold that long. But either way, yes, it was.
But you can catch him on Facebook.
You can catch him on Facebook, and of course, you can go and ask him that question. But he did. Yes.
Doesn't do Instagram.
Well, you could catch him coming up in the Mob King, coming out May 26th. He'll be in that. We know that for
He'll
sure.
probably be in town again. He'll probably be on your channel.
Yeah, we'll get him in the show. We'll get him in the studio live.
Live, yeah.
Artie fan box,
He'll do
P.O.
it.
box.
He'll do it. He'll do it.
All right, then. I'm sure he'll respond. Thanks so much
So
for your
hold
patience
that
of being on hold.
question.
So hold that
And
question.
when he comes here in a month,
Get him on.
We'll get him on. Thanks so much for calling in.
It's all right. Thank you.
have a good evening. Good weekend.
I don't know.
Bye.
Camera on.
Bye-bye.
So we're going to go ahead and we going back to Sharon Pfeiffer that's with us. She's actually been with us before, and always great to have her here. She did a
Beautiful for the viewers. That
Super
people are just
beautiful.
listening. She's super beautiful, super funny.
We're waiting to get
magical.
her shot on the air here. Somebody wakes up back there.
So there she is.
That's Sharon.
There's Sharon.
And
She's looking all
we got
American
to,
with a flag.
Hello.
we definitely got to go see her live this week, and I discovered that she has a tattoo on her inner thigh.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Is that all you
Oh, no.
Sharon, I would have never said that.
This station's
Not
going
even
down.
Lisa
I'll tell you
for a
right
drink.
now.
What?
We're in trouble.
Dinner.
Oh, shit.
Kenny, that was random.
Shoot.
Next week, one of the
Oh,
show
shoot.
your tattoo.
I've known her for years. And I was
Kenny,
like, hey, look at
Kenny,
that.
what the heck was
She got
that?
a
She
tattoo.
didn't say anything.
Should
yet.
have.
But you did a great job. I mean,
No, you
that
did
was
a great
Thank
job.
you.
I've been waiting to come see you. Finally, I went, and
I
it was
know.
awesome.
It was so nice to have all of you there,
Yeah,
really.
it's great.
I was flattered that
You're so
everybody
funny.
showed
And it's
up.
tough to get us all us old
It
people out at
is,
one
yeah.
place.
It was great. It was almost a sold-out show. It was really great.
So Sharon, everyone that's tuning in right now, you're listening to Sharon Pfeiffer, who has been with us once before, but actually has a very interesting life story. Interesting in the sense that she was actually one of the original mob wives. Is that
No,
right?
I was not one of the original mob
Okay,
wives.
one of,
Nope.
She was
Nope,
one
wrong.
Of, one of.
I was never on that show. I was on ID channels. I Married a Mobster.
That's the one.
Yeah, so because I am a former mob wife.
Well, you got that part right.
Well, you got that part
right.
right.
Yes.
But yeah, so if you want to check that out, I think you can rent my episode on Hulu or Amazon or something or other. I Married a Mobster, Season 2, Episode 3. My episode is called The Rule Breaker. I don't know why.
So tell me about the comedy. When did you start doing stand-up comedy?
I started doing stand-up comedy, actually, after. I love the background music. Is this like soap opera
It's
music?
ambience.
I love it. I really, I'm digging
It's
it.
like mob wife
It's like
music.
Really digging it.
Mob wife
Um,
theme music.
It's going with when
I
you're
love
telling
it.
everybody you're a mob wife. You know what I
Are
mean?
you feeling at
I love
home?
it.
Heavy,
I
you know
love
what I mean?
it.
Are you getting warm fuzzies?
It's getting me in the mood. There you
Get
go.
in the mood, you know what I mean?
giving her
You had
bad
the
memories.
Bullets. You had to cook
getting me in the
meatballs.
mood,
Your house smelled
um,
like garlic. You know
Not
what I
with
mean?
raisins, though.
Yeah,
Come
my
on.
background is really more.
on.
My background is really more Goodfellas.
Oh, it is? Oh, my bad. I
Yeah,
apologize.
Karen.
I don't have that song.
Oh, Karen.
I don't have that
Yeah.
song. Sorry.
Karen, but with a sh instead of a k.
Karen.
Sharon.
I can imagine Sharon coming up and being like, "You're not standing me up." I
Yeah,
can
pretty
see
much.
that.
Yeah. No, actually, more with the gun.
The gun in the panties.
The gun
I was
in the
thinking,
face.
you know, that's
But
just me. Go with the
Everyone,
tattoo.
You know, Sharon is beautiful because remember we have people that cannot see. If you want to see us live, obviously you can by going to Facebook, 6th Borough, and seeing us on the website, which is PowerUpRadioTV.com. And Sharon is like a 5'2", gorgeous little powerhouse. And this is just I had the pleasure of meeting her. How did we meet? I forgot now. It was I think at your birthday, wasn't it? Once I met. Well, be as it may.
I think
you were drunk at a Hanukkah
It was
party.
trapeze in a towel.
It was Dini's Hideaway.
That was it. I got the Hanukkah music.
Dini's
You're the
Hideaway.
horror because you both are two
That's
horrors.
hilarious. You're right. No,
That's it. It wasn't. You were at Joe's Briss.
it's
It was a
hilarious.
Passover Seder.
Joe's
Everybody
I
was
met
there.
you through Anita.
You met her at the Boca Mall.
No,
you saw
I
her
think
sale.
with
You
Sharon
went to
and,
grab the last
and
item.
all the girls.
Now you guys, Mike, and you guys work together a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yes, yeah.
That's
I
that's how
mean-
we started. You know, I was
Right.
on that production with you guys.
Right.
That's how I met.
No,
Mike.
I actually.
No, I met.
I met you. We
That's
were filming.
right.
I was the host. That thing we
That
did.
thing. Do we have that clip
That
back
thing.
there?
Do we got that thing?
I sent it to you. Didn't
Yeah.
I?
Garcia, you got that clip of Helen back?
Video of the
Helen
thing?
back, right?
Yeah,
Helen back.
Mike did a great job on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
If
But
you
that's
got-
when
if you got it, run it. If
I
not-
fell in love with Joe that night.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah,
yes.
we did.
Mike is a hell of an actor.
Thank
He's
you,
a
man.
great
I
actor.
throw that right back at you.
Mike
His
is a
wife
hell
is
of an
Mad Doggy
actor.
Joe now.
He actually played the lead in my project From Brooklyn to Boca.
Love it.
He is Forget About It, Frank.
You play great Italian,
And
Mike.
you know,
Thank you.
he,
Thank you very
as
much.
a matter of fact, Joe was in our staged read for
It was fun.
From Brooklyn to Boca, and
I did
he
the
was
movie
Mikey
poster.
the Bat. So you
Mikey
know, we
the
all
Bat.
kind of we're all connected. You know, 6 degrees of
Yeah, right.
separation.
We all got right. We got-
6 degrees in the 6th Borough.
There you
Look at that.
go.
Boom.
I just have
Oh,
to say,
forget about it.
she originally cast an Italian guy to play the part.
Oh, your part.
Yeah, did
Here we
when
go.
we were doing.
Hold on. Here's Mikey at
There he is.
Does it sound?
Can we turn up the volume?
Well, I don't
think
My name is Michael Newman,
There he is.
and I have been an investigator for over 35 years. Today you're going to hear stories from gangsters, mobsters, of all levels of organized crime.
I started smuggling drugs over for the Mexican cartel. I made quite a few trips for them.
From Mexico.
Sharon, you look
To
so
the
like
US.
someone else in this.
My father was in
You
the
are
federal.
really
He
good
ran into this
actress.
little bathroom and they followed him in there and one
Look at
brother hit
Joe.
him with the top of the toilet. The guy's ear, half his ear came off.
The 38th Street Park, 38th Street and 15th Avenue, and then we took the name to 38th.
Awesome, guys.
That's
awesome.
That was great.
That was
really good.
We did. We became friends ever since
Yeah,
then.
that was it. Yep.
Yeah.
Was that so? For those of you that could not see, that was a clip that both Michael Newman did, and we also just showed Joe Rubo on there.
When he took up the whole screen.
Oh my
Come
goodness!
on, why would you say that's Meatball Joe? Why would you say that? Why?
It's the
It's a family show.
But
So-
we did that, what, 2 years ago?
About 2 years ago. Correct. Yes, 2
Yeah.
years ago.
And
Was that true? Was it a true
It's-
Oh
it's
yeah,
based-
scenario?
it's all
It was a
true.
series going to be for
Sure, it was longer
like
than 2 years
on
ago.
the one of those channels. Like what's the one where they have all those shows?
It was
TLC.
Investigative.
Yeah, one of those channels it was going to go. And right now, then there was a little bit of difficulties who owned the show. So that's where we were, and that's where
Yeah,
we're
but
at.
he definitely wants to bring it back. They're just get rid of that guy at the end and we'll be fine.
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
That's it, yeah.
And that guy at the end happens to be the drummer for.
No, not him.
Oh,
the
the
guy.
other one.
The
Oh,
other guy.
yeah, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
with that, we all lost our set where we are in the
No,
conversation
but
with
that's,
that.
I'm
that's
lost.
how I met Mike.
Yeah.
The good news is Denise and I aren't in any of these films.
And
okay?
anyway, Sharon
But
said-
you will be.
Casted.
Sharon-
You will be.
Casted.
You will be.
We are bouncing all over the board
Well,
here.
that's
but,
what's
you know,
great about the show.
Before the clip, we said that Sharon cast an Italian to play the part.
Originally,
Of you.
yes.
Yeah.
No.
Of Frank, the character.
Right.
Right. Originally,
From
Frank
Brooklyn
was,
to Boca?
obviously going to be,
Yeah,
an
you
Italian
definitely not
actor,
have
this
fit a Frank.
Italian guy who, like, 2 days before or whatever, he called up and said he had COVID, which I know for a fact he did not.
That's a blessing. He
Well, he was
great.
scared.
I
baby.
did
It
the whole
was
show with
a
COVID.
blessing.
Michael's so diverse.
She's sweet.
Don't ever shave your
Sweet
mustache
lady.
again.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to directing, you don't want to mess with this lady.
She's
tough.
I'm
Are you kidding?
I'm all business.
She's all business because when
I'm all
she
business.
offered me the part, she was
I
like,
called Mike up, and he stepped
Sharon,
right
I have to
into
say
the
this.
role.
We did something that I guess nobody did at the time because you couldn't get together with groups. We were doing Zoom rehearsals, which was unbelievable. And we were every night doing
Every
it.
night
She,
working on it.
she finally, it was, and Anthony Carone was supposed to be, and he was like,
Anthony Carone was supposed to be in it
Yeah.
as the marshal,
Right.
Agent Fiso, and he also couldn't do it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And then another actor, J.J. Crown,
Yeah.
2 days before, stepped up to the plate.
He was
and
great.
he knocked it out of the park as well.
Yeah.
And
Where are
we've
you
been
with this-
very blessed with everybody who has taken a role in from Brooklyn to Boca. We're moving forward. We are in talks with a production company out of LA right now, and now making it into a feature film, which originally was supposed to be a TV series, but we're going in another direction right now. But
Wasn't there talks that time that it was going to be a play as well?
Well, that
Like a
was
theater
why we
play?
did the staged read. So, the play, that's a monumental task. That's actually
It's harder than a movie.
it's
It is.
when you're going to make a production of anything, the easiest thing to do, believe it or not, guys, is to make a feature film. Believe it or not, of all the different mediums, a
Interesting.
play, a musical, a TV show. So if you're going to do anything, and if you can raise some kind of funds, a feature film is what you want to do. If you can raise some funds, so you can make a feature film for $20,000. Our budget is a lot higher than that.
Yeah.
So we're looking for bigger financing.
Yeah.
So that's why it's taking a little bit longer, because we're trying to get A-list talent to
Right.
attach
that's
to
where
it.
the money comes in. You know,
That's
mo-
where
the
your money
talent,
comes
yeah.
in, and we would like a top tier director.
We've had
There
Joe
you go.
on the show also, Joe Bignon.
Yeah,
And he was
Joe
he was
Joe
in-
Mignon
he played
is
an excellent
He
part.
was
in
great.
that.
I love
He was
Joe.
great. Me
Yeah.
too.
Joe's
I
like
have to- I love
family,
him,
and
too.
he's really,
We gotta get him back.
really a talented young man.
guy, yeah.
And Antony was just here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Around,
yeah. He's probably one of, to me, South Florida's finest actors.
good guy,
Anthony
too.
Carone.
He's a great actor.
Really, really great actor.
Sharon, I've always been curious, and I don't know if I've asked this question before. Can you tell me, how did you get into acting, like from one extreme to the next?
Well, I can
From
answer
not
that
to-
really, really easily for you. I've always wanted to be an actor since I'm 2 years old. But growing up in a really large family in Long Island, and not a lot of money, and a middle child, my family, it was like, no, you're not going to be an actor. You're going to go to school, and you're going to, you're not going to do that. So I always kind of put that away, the idea, although I always wanted to be an actor. And then I was a young mother. I became a mom at 22 years of age. So any dreams that I had for myself were put away. So once Danielle, my daughter, went out on her own, and I got divorced. So remember, children, husbands, you have no dreams of your own. So once I got divorced and my daughter was on her own, it was like, oh my God, I can do what I want to do. Like for me, for the first time in
Liberating,
my
isn't it?
life. So that was in 2009. And I took my first acting class in 2009, and here we are. And you asked earlier, how did I get into comedy? I love comedic acting. That's my favorite genre. So about 4 years ago, I took my first comedy class. And those teachers were like, you got to get up on the stage.
How do you switch that to stand-up, though? Being
Well,
funny?
it wasn't really a switch. It was just another tool in my
Right.
toolbox of acting. And
No, but
because
that's a whole different...
it is,
Yeah.
and it's really a lot more challenging and
That's what I
so
was
much
gonna
more
say.
frightening.
And more personal, right?
And way more personal. You're just, you've all heard the phrase, you're naked up on stage, but you really are, because you're really exposing yourself to the world, and you do write your
You
own
did.
material.
He noticed your tattoo.
Right.
Yes, everybody sees my tattoo now. But you have to write your own material as
Right.
opposed to acting. Like Sunday, I was on a film set, as a matter of fact, with Ciro DiPaggio. And I was so happy because it was...
They had it for you.
It was... They wrote the lines, and they, I just had to act. I didn't have to... It wasn't my material.
Right.
And I didn't have to make anybody laugh. And I just had to do my thing and be me. And, it was really so much more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy is stressful.
I could imagine.
It is so stressful.
You look if I may, you look very natural on the stage. You didn't
Thank
look like
you.
were hiccuping at all. I was
Oh,
analyzing-
I wanna
was watching
throw
as
up.
As a normal person, I was also analyzing in regards to how your delivery is. And what
Thank
have
you.
So you're absolutely whimsical.
Thank you.
And
But
you
I
walk
want
the
to
stage,
throw
you're
up.
just in-
Even as I'm walking up
Really?
the stairs to the stage, I'm like, I'm
we-
going to throw up.
we need to-
I'm
we
going
need
to throw
to
up.
break.
That turns me on. Comedy turns me on. I get off and make
Fantastic. What are you doing later?
We're going to go to break so Nico can cool off.
We need to take a break at 7:30 for a second half of the show, and we're gonna come back with Victor Concepcion next after the break, and then we'll come back to Sharon and Mikey.
All right, so check it out. We'll be back momentarily. 6th Borough, baby, Friday night. Yalla Baligan. Let's go. Whoop, whoop.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
All right, so check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. The 6th Borough Power Up Hour. We got incredible guests coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to stick here from 6:30 to 8:30 right here on iHeartRadio. We are live. Quick shout out to my co-host, Denise. Take it away, baby girl.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you so much, everyone. Welcome to the second hour of our show, whereby we actually have some really great more conversation to come up with both Sharon Pfeiffer and Michael Newman. We had Artie Pasquale just recently on. It was a great conversation with him regarding his role in The Sopranos and his projects that he's working on. And he was quite comedic. And actually, he's my wingman. He got my back on these, on the comments that my crew has
dissed
here.
Me, yeah. As soon as he dissed me, you loved it.
Yeah.
He's like, I can put everybody in my movies except for Nico. And I was like, what? He remembered my name. That's all I cared about. That's
Actually, you're right. You're right.
He remembered my name.
He did.
He's like, I
so,
will never hire this guy for anything.
So it was actually a really great conversation. Again, if you want to go ahead and catch the show, if you didn't have time to tune in or if you want to catch it later on, you could always do that by going to our YouTube page, which is the 6th Borough Power Up Radio TV, and then or you can go to our Facebook page and catch the entire episode as well. You just never know what can happen on the 6th Borough. You agree, Joe?
You could go to the website and catch everything, right?
Yep.
It'll take you everywhere.
Yes, you can go to the website as well. So there's some of the great things that are coming up.
That'll even take you to Denise's webcam of her house flooded.
Yes.
Great film. Wow. I couldn't stop
Woo!
watching that.
Yeah, that was something else, boy. That was something else.
Did you videotape any of it?
Yes, I actually have lots of videotape for the insurance company.
Yeah,
we have Nico floating around in a canoe over there.
I try my best. You know what I mean? I
With his board
my way into her heart.
It was something else, I'll tell you. I'm
right,
still
so
feeling wet.
Introduce our guys now.
Yes, so actually for our highlighted event for a nonprofit and events that are going on in town, this is one of my favorite events.
Me
so
too.
We're going to be talking about Wheels, Wings, and Fashion.com, which is benefiting the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, Scotch and Sharks, and the Alpha Society Go Live with Purpose. Those are the three benefiting groups and charities that will be gaining from participating in this particular event. But this event, I did go last year, and it was just outstanding. And Joe, you've been to this event
I've been
many
to
times.
every one except I had to take the last couple of years off.
Yeah.
But I've been to every one.
Well, I
Joe's been
actually
traveling. He's on vacation a lot during the holidays.
So let me introduce the persons that are here from the actual event that's coming up, and that's going to be on April 29th. And I have with us tonight Victor Concepcion, co-founder of Will's Wings and Fashion, who actually brought with him Lyman Phillips. And so Lyman is one of the candidates to been nominated for the Visionary of the Year Award. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
On that.
So much.
I want to hear what that really means. And how do I get that to that point?
Sure. So the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society usually nominates a select amount of people within a certain chapter. They have chapters all over the country. Each year for a 10-week campaign where we go out and we raise funds during that time to raise awareness. And the funds are used for education, care. A lot of times it's used for funding research and development for a variety of different drugs that get approved through the FDA. So it's a really great organization to be a part of. They have been around since 1948, I believe, and have raised over $1.7 billion. So I'm very excited to be a part of it this year.
Absolutely.
So your involvement in that, though, is it personal to you?
It is personal. So my father-in-law actually was just diagnosed, or actually just went into remission for lymphoma, and one of my favorite professors from college was actually also in recovery from leukemia. So two people really close to me, and then also just everyone else that I speak to. There's always someone that has been affected in some way or shape or form with blood cancers, but also just cancers in general.
Sure.
It always takes, something passionate to make you want to do more for it, and that's what keeps, I think, the sense of our community and fellowship going. So I know that, Victor, you were here last year. Can you believe it's a year already?
I know. Can you believe that?
I cannot. And I remember going to the event, and I had not been there before, but it was outstanding. I mean, so visually speaking, this event is magnificent.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you.
Yes. Is that a hangar?
Yes, it's at Shelter Aviation. Last year we had it at Jetscape, and actually when we first started the event in 2018, we had it at the Signature in Boca. So we kind of outgrew the private hangar. We moved in and we signed a 3-year deal with Shelter. So this year's event's going to have 2 hangars side by side.
Oh, wow.
One's going to have a casino theme inside, and the other one's going to keep the integrity of what we've done in the years past of what you saw last year. A lot of exotic cars. We're going to have 3 fighter jets doing a little flyby like we did last year. A couple of helicopters. A big, incredible fashion show, live auction, silent auction. And it's going to be one big party. We also signed Nicky Romero, the DJ, EDM DJ, so we have him. And then we also have Purple opening up for him as well.
Nice.
So this is definitely going to appeal to the Miami market, South Florida market. We've been very blessed to have, Shelter behind us, and that's something that we've wanted for like years when we first envisioned to do this event. So by that, signing a 3-year deal, we're going to be taking this event out of the state. And we're going to be doing it in 7 different cities across the country.
Excellent. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Congratulations.
Good for. How did
Going
you get
global.
Yeah. How did you get
Trying.
involved? Why don't you share with us how you got involved with this particular event?
Well, believe it or not, I actually was a visionary candidate back in 2013, and I did a hangar event then.
That's
and
when
then,
I met you.
And then after that, my 2 partners, Nick Castellino and Alex Cowton, we just sat at Starbucks one day just talking. We said, hey, why don't we just do this event? We just picked out some nonprofits at the time. I sit on the leadership board for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, so it's a nonprofit that's dear to my heart. And that year, when we did it, unfortunately, the Stoneman Douglas incident happened. So we raised money for the families, the victim families, and then also for Habitat for Humanity. But from there, we just wanted to make an impact, wanted to make a difference, and try to grow the event. Now, never did we think it was going to be like this. You know, in terms of like the enormity and now trying to grow it, where next year it'll be in Tampa and Orlando as well, Nashville, Dallas, LA, New York, so it's going to be pretty good. We got a lot of different areas that we're going to be covering.
You're growing like us. That's great.
Incredible.
I love that.
Thank you.
So is this something that is it bigger than last year? Because like last year you had a lot of people attending. So where are you this year with
we
that?
had 1,047 in attendees last year. We're not trying to break that record. It's a lot of work to handle that many people. So we're shooting for 1,000 again. Again, you got 2 big gigantic hangars. They're both 30,000 square feet, and then you have 47,000 square feet outside in the runway space. So we've got it's over 100,000 square feet of real estate that we're working with.
And which airport is this?
At the Shelter Aviation. So it's on Fort Lauderdale Airport grounds. I think
Okay.
we're like between terminals 3 and 4 or 2 or 3. We're one of those.
It's out of the water, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, last week we couldn't do the walkthrough because of the floodings.
Right.
They were
we
gonna
did
provide
the walkthrough
canoes for everybody that's coming in.
yesterday, and it, so we're ready to go. I mean,
Yeah, but
it's
when you
go
talk
time.
about high-end events, this is the pinnacle, man. This is a great high-end event.
I
This
actually
is the
host
pretty
all
people,
the
the
supercar
prettiest.
shows in South Florida, from Supercar Week to Exotics on Las Olas, Exotics on Dania Point, Supercar Saturdays, Boosted Bagel Bash, what have you. You guys, if I may, your faces look familiar to me, as I said when I met you, but your event is just global, just like I said.
Over the top.
Cannot be touched, next level, airplane hangar. It's not just like a parking lot situation. It's an elite, classy.
It's awesome, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the models, the whole thing is just, it's wonderful from pulling in to leaving.
Yep.
Truly,
I
truly.
used to manage some musicians, and I had them performing at hangar events, and I always found it so fascinating the people that were there, the ambiance, the way it was put together. Hangar parties are a whole nother level.
That's where I met you.
That's where we met. Yes,
We met
The
at an
truth comes
event
out.
in the hangar, a very elite.
we were hanging at the hangar.
We were hanging at the hangar, a very
So-
elite hangar event
Yes.
party.
Tell me how what tickets are available. Do you still have VIP tickets left? Tell us a little bit about
Yes, so we have cabanas for the Romero event portion of it, which he comes on around 9 o'clock. Tickets are on sale at wheelswingsfashion.com. We're also on Instagram, Wheels Wings Fashion. So you can go there. You can purchase individual tickets or couples. We'll be selling it through the day of the event.
that. Okay.
So it's I can't believe that it's pretty much here.
It's
You know,
amazing.
This event is really costing us a lot of money as well.
can
I mean,
imagine.
when we first did the event in 2018, we spent about $40,000. You know, this event this year is almost $300,000
Wow.
just to put it
Wow.
on.
Just
That's
to put it on.
Just to
on
put it
top
on.
of that, we're trying to raise a lot of money.
Of course.
Where he comes into place, we're going to be donating some of the proceeds to his campaign as well, because it all goes to portion goes to LLS, so he'll be a beneficiary along with a few other candidates. But
How many
yeah, we're going to be
visionary-
making
but
a difference. We're going to be partying for a purpose. You know,
Absolutely
yeah. So
wonderful.
how many visionaries are there being
I
nominated?
think it was 9.
Yep. There's 9 this year.
9, and it's for the different causes. Obviously, is it just all for?
It's all for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Okay.
I know that the other 2 causes, I'm not sure if they have their own, programs as well, but for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, it's usually candidates at this time of year.
Okay. And so we do have Scotch and Sharks. I love that.
Yeah, so Scotch and Sharks is
Scotch and
basically a
Sharks.
registered nonprofit. It's a group of guys that basically get together and they raise money for other nonprofits. I'm actually a member. So these guys are awesome. They have a lot of different events. They raise a lot of money for various different nonprofits, and it's like a little social club. We also have Alpha Society, which they basically have role models for kids who don't have fathers. So it's a brand new nonprofit. One of our founders basically was good friends with these people and saw that the need that something like this is good.
Okay.
So, and then we also have Go Life with Purpose, which basically is just to help individuals make a difference in the world. So
Fantastic.
we get a lot of motivational speakers, coach them up. So having these nonprofits, I mean, we've been very blessed. Hopefully we raise a lot of money. We have incredible live auction items, silent auction items. The live auction items, I didn't really get to look at a lot of them, but to give you an example, one's like having dinner with Anthony Bocelli at his place in Italy, and he'll do a little private little show for
I
you.
remember that was last year. Didn't we have
Yeah,
that
we're doing
last
that
year?
again.
And that went for a pretty penny.
We're also auctioning a Rolls Royce. This bad
oh.
boy is ridiculous.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll sell
I'm
that.
sure bidding starts at a certain.
Yes. Definitely in the 6 figures.
Let's go. Spin the wheel, baby. Let's go.
Bid
But the
starts at $5.
the casino component's going to be awesome. I mean, obviously, it's all for charity. We wanted to do that in 2020, which is the only year that we didn't do it. That year, we were going to do a James Bond theme, but of course, COVID derailed it. And that year, we were going to have the James Bond movie actually was going to come out 2 weeks before the hangar event, so it was going to go hand in hand. But
And
then
the theme this year?
Then they delayed that.
yeah, then
coming
they
out
did
for
that.
a while.
This
yeah.
one's To the Moon.
Okay.
So we were very fortunate. We were actually the first event in South Florida to get approved of more than 300 people. So in 2021, which is crazy that we're talking about this, but in 2021, everywhere I went, whenever I said, hey, I wanted to do an event, and they would ask me how many attendees. The second I said more than 150, sorry, Vic, we love you, but we can't do it.
Right.
So I didn't think we were going to get this event approved in 2021. Literally, I remember just talking with the general manager, the signature, and just saying, hey, why don't we just get this event approved? And then we can reconvene in April next month, and whatever numbers they tell us, then that's it. Even if it's 25 people, 30, but let's keep the morale. We got approved unanimously, and we got approved for 350 people. Some say there was a lot more people than that year, but we were the first event to get approved. And so then last year, I didn't think we were going to do 1,047 people, but we did, and it's looking like we're going to do 1,000 again this year.
So, last year, well, first of all, when you hear 1,000-something people, it sounds like a lot, right? And you have to understand,
It's like my
for
house.
those of you
It's
that
like
are
my
listening-
house on Sunday dinner. Yeah.
It's actually a hangar, so it handles the number of people very, very well. It's not overcrowded. It's very nicely spaced. It's well done.
It's quality versus quantity. He has 2 airline hangars. So how many feet did you yell? 30,000 square feet?
30,000 square feet each.
30,000 square feet. I mean, that's ridiculous.
And they're raffling off. We have this great raffle for a date with Denise. Maybe we can get involved with.
We gotta get her on a dating. If you let me MC part of it, I could raffle the heck of her.
We'll do that for the live auction.
Live auction. Listen, I can't get it. I threw a net on them.
We'll just take a little bit. The proceeds can go to the cause, and then we can save a little bit of money because of a flooding situation. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
Well, I'm a pilot. I would love to see that. Let to go to that event.
Oh, please do.
Really.
Please do.
Just land there.
Yeah. I don't own my
Drive right
plane.
in.
So this event, when I went last year, it was like the prettiest of the pretty people there. It was just amazing, and
as they pick the cars in the hangar, and they pick the people. You just can't. If I may, it's actually everyone. The women are just from head to toe. The men do look like James Bond, super handsome, well-to-do, expensive watches,
Well-dressed.
cars, super classy event. The best event in South Florida. I'm telling you, any car enthusiasts out there, this is the one to be at. All right, wear a
Definitely.
tie, take a shower,
And Nico would
get
know.
some class. Let's go.
And then this year, the event's brought to you by Champion Porsche, so that's a big name for us.
That's
to
a
have.
huge name.
Nico's cousin.
A really big name. So we're excited to have them on board. The fashion show is going to be amazing.
Who is doing the fashion?
Odelis Marino is our main designer. She actually does Shakira's outfits, Christina Aguilera's outfits when they perform. We've got for swimwear Olas Ferroso. It's an incredible swimwear as well. They're being backed by Respoke shoes, so the models will be wearing wedges with these beautiful swimsuits.
I'm a 5.5.
We're also featuring Akamito, and they're like Komodo outfits. You just have to see for yourself, but these things are incredible. And then I believe Bill DeBilzen. His painted jackets will be displayed on some of the male models that we have as well, because we got to have the ladies look at some eye candy as well.
Of course.
So it's going to be an amazing, amazing fashion show. I don't want to give away too much more about it. Because we do have some prizes within the actual show itself. But the stage, everything, when you walk in this place, you're gonna feel like you're like in like Nassau, basically.
That's
So,
amazing. Out of the entire event, just for you personally, what is your favorite spot, place that you see is like, wow, that's my favorite little thing going on there?
I think when it's our turn to actually go up and greet everybody, because you just really get to see everybody, and it's like, wow, we really did it.
We pulled this off.
It's like this really, really happened. Like,
So it's not just one thing; it's everything.
It's very surreal.
Yeah.
It's very, very surreal. So I mean, my family's going to actually check out this event, so I'm really happy. They don't, they support me, but they don't ever really go to my events. So this is going to mean a lot for them to be there. But yeah, when you're up on stage and you're seeing everybody, it hits you right here. Like, yeah, we did it. So
in regards to the way you guys are dressed, are you going to dress in some sort of a space theme, or you're not going to give that away? Because I know Alex, I've seen him in regards to they
Alex
dress.
is gonna. So our
imagine-
colors are purple and gold. So he's
Good to know.
he's gonna have that color scheme.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably wear all white and silver like an astronaut,
That's what I
but in a
figured.
very
That's all right.
classy way.
If I may,
I might slide in a little bit of gold.
All right, yeah, I like
but I'm not, that's pretty much all.
I'll be wearing black.
Yeah, Joe's favorite color is black on black on black.
We're trying to break the habit here a little bit. I think he does have a white shirt. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I break it
Listen,
out.
he wore
so much
gray
as
the other
black.
day.
What do you wear?
Yeah, bro,
I
what are you
mean-
going to wear?
We're matching, honestly. I always wear
He's gonna
black.
wear
That's my
black.
favorite color
Yeah.
always. But I don't know. I like to
Cap.
wear all white. I can wear a red jacket. I can wear a purple jacket. Whatever jacket you want.
He'll also be on stage saying a few
Yes,
words.
that's
on
what I'm saying.
behalf
But
of
they're going to
the
break
other.
out a space helmet is what I was looking at. Last minute, guys.
I could do a
grab
space helmet.
You know what I mean? You
Captain
have to hold
Video.
on and then throw on the space
We're
helmet.
definitely going to have some astronauts there.
I
that's
knew.
for sure.
Oh, you're going to have. Oh,
course,
yeah,
okay.
of course, dude. I mean,
Definitely, there's going to be a lot of props.
Yes,
walked in here
absolutely.
white.
If you like taking pictures, this event's for you.
Yes, absolutely. And which is there you go. That's it. They all
And
love
Victor,
it.
you're going to have to help me here. He said if I'm there, I can be a space cadet.
Who said that? Joe?
Joe said that.
Joe, I can't believe you said
Back me
that.
up,
Oh, my
Victor.
God, that's
Oh, come
terrible.
on. space
Get a
cadet.
space suit.
There's
So
Joe's
how much
closet.
are
Look,
tickets
Joe's
to
a
the
picture of
show?
closet.
No way.
Black
Are
on
you
black
serious?
on
I
black.
wanna know,
Look
how
at
much your tickets?
Honey, what should I wear? The
So
black
how do-
shirt?
How'd you guys get in my
I
house?
want to know how much your tickets.
How are tickets? How do you get
how do we
tickets?
get
Tickets
them?
are $295 for individuals and $500 for couples. So when we first started selling tickets, we had early birds in the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So we gave everybody an opportunity to save money. And now
So
we're at the point where
Get them ahead of time is what you're saying, right? Definitely.
Right.
Well, you get your best bang for your buck on the
You can
couples.
still buy tickets if you arrive if you don't have them.
You can.
Okay.
You can.
But anyway, look at it, folks who are viewing, listening. This is a do not miss event, so it doesn't really matter how much it is. It's more like the experience and the vibe.
I might have
And
to-
you're
It's a
helping,
do
and
not miss
you're
event,
helping.
period.
It's a
Great
good
cause,
cause.
yeah.
It is a good
Yeah.
cause.
Don't forget
Victor,
the
it's gonna be an
that's
amazing
what I
cause.
say.
You did mention you are looking for a couple more sponsors if they are interested,
Yes,
correct?
we
Oh,
still are.
100%. This
We're
would be
always
a
still
great
looking for
platform to
sponsors.
generate some
You know.
sponsors.
I think we need to put the 6th Borough up on that flyer.
Definitely do.
That's pretty crazy. We got Nicky Romero
I got a
playing.
guy.
Got a guy. We got a guy that can help you with that.
Okay.
You are in the 6th Borough. Of all the events in the 6th Borough, which covers South Florida for the most part, of course we are national. We cover anything anyone wants us to cover. But this event is one of the most signature events, personally speaking, like Nico said, and we all believe it to be. I really have to, really tip my hat off to you because this is a great event. And again, we have you on for the second time in a row here, and last year, and here you are again. And you got to really appreciate these kind of events in Florida. I mean, we can have this all year round. That's one of the beauties of living here.
Right.
And I'll volunteer to be the correspondent that day, if that's okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
You take my place. I won't be here, unfortunately. I might have to postpone my trip and be there.
I think
Yeah,
you should.
you don't want to miss this.
Yeah.
This is like the event of the events. Would you agree, Nico?
Yeah, this is
Well,
gonna
maybe
be
borrow
awesome.
one of the planes
I don't
and
think
fly
I've
my
seen
girl
too many
in
hangar
here.
events where there's two hangars side by side.
It's not. Listen,
You just
in all
don't see
honesty,
something
man,
like this.
I just told you who I am and what I do. This is what I do for a living. Okay, I do all the events, but your event is the best. Period, hands down,
Thank
and that's
you.
from a customer.
He does.
that's from a
He does
DJ,
the
that's
premier
from,
car shows.
Someone who can
down
give
here.
you an educated
Exotics on
compliment,
Las Olas,
if I may.
everything.
I really
your
appreciate
event is legitimately from beginning to end. You guys dotted your I's, crossed your T's. Super classy, super fun. And your guests are going to enjoy themselves from your vision, and I salute you guys for real.
I'll tell you
I
what.
mean, the vision
I'm
came
gonna get
true.
my kayak. I'm gonna pick up Denise, and we're gonna go to that show.
Yo, and you can take the kayak right from Denise's. She's got waterfront property. This is ridiculous.
Screw the kayak. Just float the BMW over there.
And you can just
call them
abandon.
BM trouble
Sir, you can't
users.
park that BMW. We're not parking it. We're abandoning it. That's it. We just abandon the BMW.
Well, I'm going to have to see what I'm going to wear for this event. I'm a huge supporter, and I'm so happy that we had this time with you. One thing I do want to ask is getting there, because I know last time it was the parking, and are you going to be shuttling anything? Or
We're going to have valet there.
You will have
I mean,
valet?
This is a very big facility.
Yeah, there'll be plenty of place to put everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were definitely valet.
Yeah, the key is to get there
Complimentary
early,
valet.
though, if I may. Do not get
Yeah.
there last minute. You're going to miss something. All the viewers, listeners,
Get
you're
there
going to miss
early,
something. Get there at least an hour early between the traffic
Denise,
and the photo
early.
ops, especially the women with their shoes and what have you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
definitely want to get there early. Denise
You got
totally
to
worked the
tell
whole
Denise
room.
an hour before the time.
Are you going to auction me off?
Yeah.
I would
We're
auction the
going to
heck
get you
out
up
of her.
on stage there. Denise.
Yeah, can auction me off.
Yo, let's get
Sharon,
a
help.
dress made that says 6th Borough on it with like a website on her tuchus or
$5,
something.
Oh, my tuchus. Oh, my
Where do you want me
God.
to put it? Where do you want me? There she goes. We're going on to Kenny. Going to pick up Denise.
You have
it
a
is.
girlfriend Vietnam?
Yo, I think that's a Spanish joke, Kenny.
No, I would've had
That's a
spokes on
racist
it.
joke, Kenny. That's a Spanish joke, bro, right there. Because I don't know any American.
Oh, that's
There we
amazing.
go.
Oh, good. This is what we put up with
That is
here.
awesome.
That was the best.
Well, once again, thank you so much for being here with us. We're going to have to go to a commercial
Yeah,
break.
thank you for having us.
Great cause.
We'll
Thank
continue
you.
talking about your event. Congratulations on your nomination.
Thank you
Hopefully,
so
you'll be
much.
the one that steps up as the winner.
Pleasure meeting you guys, for real.
And thanks for stepping
and
up.
if you can, stick around so we can take some pictures later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We're only
All right.
on the air another half hour, so.
Well, thanks so much, and we're going to go right to a commercial break. You ready to take it off? Everyone,
We'll be
stay
back.
tuned.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, stick around. We're going to go to a quick commercial. We'll be back. 6th Borough, Power Hour, Boca Raton, stand up. Yalla Baligan, and now you know. Let's go.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
WWNN Pompano Beach. WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. Your home for the True Oldies channel. Follow Oldies Not social media. See what's happening in the community. Have a laugh with some funny memes. And keep in touch with other good time oldies lovers. Facebook and Instagram at True Oldies FLA. That's at True Oldies FLA. Join the True Oldies channel Saturday, May 6th for Kentucky Derby Fest at the Palm Beach Kennel Club. It's the best party south of Churchill Downs, so you know the TOC has got to be there. The True Oldies Channel street team alongside horse handicapper Benny the Boot will be on site from noon to 2:30, doing our famous free-to-enter handicapping contest and giving away a 3-day, 2-night cruise aboard the Margaritaville at Sea. Plus a huge outdoor TV screen, trackside barbecue, mint julep stations, Kentucky Derby hat contest, live music, and plenty of giveaways. The only way to celebrate the Kentucky Derby is with the True Oldies channel at the Palm Beach Kennel Club. And hey, a chance to win a free cruise aboard the Margaritaville at Sea isn't too shabby either.
Down the stretch like coming the Derby!
It's the 149th annual Run for the Roses. Does Forte have what it takes to bring home the Kentucky Derby crown? Find out Saturday, May 6th at the Palm Beach Kennel Club with your friends from the True Oldies channel.
All right. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. Friday night, we are live, the 6th Borough and Power Up Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, quick shout out to our sponsors, Hideaway, Pizza Rica, and Let's Go Big Fat Pickle, I believe that is. We are live right now, Friday night. Are you ready, Denise? Take it away, Denise.
Thank you so much, Nico. Welcome back to the final half hour of our 2-hour show here. We've been actually speaking with Victor Concepcion, and then also we have Lyman, I want to say his last name correctly, Lyman Phillips, who is the nomination for the work that he's doing with lymphoma and whatnot. So I think that we can really say that this event that's coming up, we can't talk enough about it because I'm excited to go. And that's, again, anyone that's interested, you can certainly go on and look to see on wheelswingsandfashion.com. You can go ahead and get tickets. It's a must go and see and experience. Get your tickets. Next Saturday night. Be there, be
folks,
square.
You have no idea where you are. Don't worry about how much it is. Just live your life.
And come say hi to us. We'll be there.
We will be there, and,
Do not miss event.
Do not miss the event. You come and sit and hang with us.
Money, sponsors,
come and hang in the hangar.
Motivation, dear God. So let's say you feel insecure about your life. As soon as you go to this event, you're going to want to kill yourself.
Wear your best, right? Wear your best stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Well, then again,
black suit, white tie.
Back to exactly, that's what he wears. Everything black and white. Well, we're going to go on. We're going to go. Actually, thanks, guys, for being here. We look forward to seeing you at the event. And stay healthy, because it sounds like someone's catching a cold over here, because there's a lot of stuff happening. So we're going to actually go back and pick up where we left off here with Michael Newman.
Michael Newman.
We have so many things we want to talk about, what's going on. We want to hear some of your different voices and roles that you do. Because I love it. I mean, he's got like
He's played a cowboy. He's played everything.
Cowboy.
He's got a cool, very cool like resume. He's like was in the military. He was a private investigator.
Private investigator. That's
I have a
right.
thing about private investigators, so I got to ask you, how'd you get into that? Hold on, before we started.
Actually,
tell me a cool story or something.
I used to watch Mannix when I was a kid.
My favorite.
You know how old that goes back a long time. And as soon as I saw that, I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a private investigator. And not too many people see something when they're a kid
and do
say
it.
that's what they're going to do. And I did it 37 years later. I retired 2 years ago. But I did that, and I did pretty much all types of investigation work. I worked the famous Lufthansa heist that you see in Goodfellas.
Yeah.
I worked undercover after that happened. They put a bunch of private investigators in there. The feds were running it, but the company had put PIs in. And I happened to work in the baggage section. And I was trying to find out as much as I could. But when people started turning up dead, in which, it's a true story.
Right.
So we weren't really developing any information at all. We were writing up every night our reports, and they said, now, after about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I think it was about 3 weeks, they said, we got to pull you out of there.
Yeah, they didn't want to risk you turning up.
Yeah. And who knew it was going to be
garbage can.
A real famous thing, made also more famous by Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah,
So
I'm sorry. In regards to your being a private eye, has anybody tried to kill you?
Yeah, people threaten you because, you work.
No, I apologize. I meant to get a little graphic. There's one incident, Nico, that this guy pulled up. Go ahead. I'll let you go.
Yeah, well, you do a lot of domestic relationship cases, and then when the other person finds out, they threaten you. And I was also threatened in a courtroom. The guy was going to kill me when I got videotape of him when he said he had a broken neck and he broke a back, and then he came into court, and I showed the video, and he had no problem. And he, when you're suing for $1.5 million and the judge awards you $30,000 only because you had the surgery, this guy went ballistic in court. And
you can get arrested.
And I had.
He was out there balling.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, when I met my wife, when I met Kimberly.
Oh, you met Glenn Close?
I was working. I actually took her on a surveillance one night.
Uh-oh. And you said she sued you, and that's how you met.
Well,
I didn't know.
I got a funny story about
you
a private
look just
investigator.
like her, though.
My
You're magical.
wife, my first wife, hired a private investigator to follow me. And the guy came up to me, he goes, I know you. He goes, I'm letting you know. Well, it's fine. So I paid him to tell her that everything was fine.
Wow.
Double dipping the guy.
Yeah.
That's my kind of guy.
But he came up to me, he goes, listen, I'm letting you know. Your wife's
protecting
your wife
himself.
is on.
Well, he
your
already
wife's on
blew
to
the
you.
assignment by getting busted by you.
Yeah.
So he screwed it up.
Yeah.
So then by taking your money doing that.
No, I offered him like. Just
Okay, but he wouldn't take it.
No.
Yeah, because we don't
Oh,
do
he
that.
took it.
Oh, he took it.
Yeah.
All right.
How could you not take money from an Italian?
I guess some of them, yeah. Well, you made him an offer. He couldn't refuse.
Exactly. That's how it works sometimes.
But you either take the money and you
things
work for
stayed
me, or you
beautiful
don't
for a
work
year.
for me.
Your husband's such a good guy. This.
Well, because I did investigation, then I been having my own schedule. That's how I started in acting. I started in 1985 doing something. I was modeling for a while. Then I went into this. But speaking of the other roles, I get cast as a cowboy a lot. I ride. I could twirl my gun. I do that.
Yeah, you got to see.
Yeah, I can do that.
Where'd that come from?
Somebody got a gun on him.
I should have came here in character.
You should have.
You should have brought one.
Nobody's got a piece on him
with me.
There he is.
Rabbi with a gun. Look at him. He's like, look at me twirling around.
Yeah.
Did you practice that, or was it just something that?
Oh, I had practiced that for years.
He was
because?
born. He was born knowing how to do
Yeah,
it.
I mean, it
look
takes
at these two.
And
Look
it,
at
it's-
these two.
I practiced that when I first started practicing it. You have to do it with a regular gun, unless you buy a weighted gun.
Right.
Even the replicas, you can do it, but I had mats and pads on the bottom because I dropped it so many times when I toss it up and I grab it and then put it back in. You ever watch Robin and the Seven Hoods with Sammy Davis Jr.?
Yeah.
You see the way he did that with two guns? He was
Yeah.
flipping them.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal. I've been trying to do that my whole life, and I can't do it.
No.
But you could do the Johnny Ringo thing from
similar, not too much of that, you know. That's Johnny
Tombstone.
Ringo. If you saw that in Tombstone,
Yeah.
you know, he'll tell you his hands were cut up because it hurts when you're spinning that.
imagine.
you know.
Guns are heavy, guns
Yeah,
are
and he
heavy.
said he kept dropping it again. So they ended up doing it in a few different. They kept taking scenes and scenes and scenes and cutting it and put it together, and that's how they did it.
Good thing it wasn't theater because.
Oh yeah, look at that. There,
Bro,
there
you're
we go.
authentic,
Yeah,
man, for real.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, you make eyes at me like that again.
Yeah, he's got the lingo. Look
You
at
know,
him.
from being a detective as you were, you were assuming personality and characters the whole
Oh
time.
yeah, yeah. But
So
real
you
quick,
were practicing.
I sent you a clip of me with Marty Cove from Cobra Kai and Jeff Fahey.
Yeah.
And I don't know if
I
you
sent
had
them everything. so
Yeah,
you sent
yeah.
them
It's really cool. It was a good scene that we had together. Yeah, we were riding horses. So
Marty Cove, that's
Marty Cobra Kai,
that's
Karate Kid.
What's his name? The bad guy.
from Karate Kid.
Yeah,
yeah,
the-
yeah.
the
That's
sensei.
right. Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg.
What's his name? In
I don't know his
Karate
real
Kid?
name.
No, that is his real name.
No,
You don't know his character
Sensei
name,
what? In Cobra Kai.
Grease.
Grease, there you go.
Grease,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a fan.
Nico with the clutch. I've never seen
Yeah,
the
but
show though, but
also with the investigating.
Yes.
How to do all kinds of accents and voices, you know, because you're trying to. Sometimes I was trying to gain information from people, and a lot of it's on the phone. So I would call somebody up and I would say, like if I had to get an account, you know, we don't do that anymore. But years ago, now it's a crime. But we had to get some information. So
We were doing crime the whole time.
But it wasn't really crime
Who
because
knew? We could go
we
back.
weren't accessing social security numbers, but certain things we had to get, you know. So I would call up and I would have to be an old man. So I would say, "Hello, excuse me, I don't have my account number, but I think I remember correctly. I know my name." And I need you to if you can look it up for me, please. It would be very helpful. My
And they
wife,
gave you the information?
everything
matzo
I
ball
want.
soup.
my
Get this guy
gosh.
a bowl of matzo ball soup.
Yeah.
Hiram, is it you?
You know what I did? I had to do one time. Somebody told me, this lady, she came, she said, I had my refrigerator repaired. The compressor was installed. He said he put it in, and then he came back once and fixed it. She goes, Mike, I paid $800 for it. She goes, and I can't get any way with these people. They won't answer my calls anymore. So I got the information from her, and I called the guy up. This time I was living in Brooklyn at the time. I wasn't threatening him. I called up. I said, whatever his name was, at the air conditioning, at the refrigeration repair. I called up and I said to him, "Hi, I'm John Williams with 7 Action News, and I'm with the Consumer Reports, and we're doing a story for Mrs. Grimaldi." I said, "She's having trouble with her compressor you installed, and we'd like to come out and get your story before we air it." I said, "Would you want to go on camera, or we're just going to air her side of the story?" And he goes, "Listen, call me back later. I'm going to go there, take care of that right now." She calls me back later on the afternoon.
fixed it.
He was here. He put a new compressor in, and that's a thank you so much. I love you. And it works.
Acting
So
at its best.
for you out there, if you ever have any trouble with a contractor or anything, you know.
Call Michael Newman.
Don't
Yeah.
call.
No, just have your
Call
friend do
Michael
it.
Newman.
Have your friend. Don't call me. I get a million calls anyway. You know.
Call or text.
It's
His
pretty
number
good.
is.
It works great. So yeah, I got a million of them. A million of them.
Visit him at home. His address is.
Yeah.
So you actually practice your different
Of course
accents?
he does. Michael Newman. His acting is insane.
Yeah, thank you, Crazy Eddie. Yeah. Actually, I actually did this, and I don't know if I'm going to do it correctly now, but I called up a guy, and it was, and I don't know if I called this guy. He had an act. He was from, I don't know what country he was, but I called up like the same accent. I said, "Hello, I want to tell you one thing. I want to know what time you're going to leave the store today, you know, because I had a surveillance on. What time?" So he goes like this, "Hello, my brother." It starts going off. I go, "Please, I'm in America now, speaking English."
Oh, wow.
I got him.
Brilliant.
He
Good
says,
thinking.
"I'm sorry, my brother. I go with you now. What do you want to know?" And he starts talking to me. And I tricked
Wow.
him, and he was doing the real accent that I was faking.
That you were trying to do.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I got off the... Remember that, Kim?
That thing?
That's incredible.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that he fell for it. I said, I'm going to get nailed on this one, you know.
So I have to ask, when you were younger, were you like this in school?
No, I mean, pretty much... Oh, yeah, I was a... Yeah, I shouldn't
Did
have
you
been...
do any phone pranks back in the day? Like call someone
He
else?
was
someone
also a
else?
football player who couldn't be involved in theater.
My daughter used to watch me on the phone doing this all day, every day before she started going to school. When she came home, she would say, "Dad, you got any calls to make?" and do voices. So we finally got into the thing. We were making prank calls at night, calling the
Oh
Trump
my
Hotel
gosh.
in Atlantic City, and I would go, they would say, "Hello, Trump Hotel." I said, "I'd like to make the reservation. I'm a high roller." And they would go, "Excuse me? I'm a high roller. I want to make a reservation."
You were the Jerky Boys before the Jerky
And I would just
Boys.
go,
Jerky Boys before the Jerky Boys.
Yeah, I
Before
do
caller
that.
ID,
All that
bro.
stuff.
He had the rotary
And my
dial.
daughter was hysterical on the phone. My son would come in
knows
and watch the
Jesus.
show. I mean, it was, like I was doing that. I called up one time. It was a bicycle exercise bike on the air, and I called up and I said, "Hi, I'm interested. I want to buy the bike." And I said, "How much is the weight limit on it? Would it hold 475 pounds?" And I said, "Because I only have one leg, and I could only pedal with it." And then she's still trying to sell it to me.
Of course she is.
Of course she is.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
And my
that's
daughter,
awful.
and I put on
There's no heart in
speakerphone in my
sales.
house, and it was like we would just do this constantly. But I don't do that anymore, and I don't recommend you do that at home, children.
Yes.
Well, now you can't.
Quick
It goes right to
disclaimer.
the higher
Oh, you can't do it now, yeah, with caller ID
They
and everything.
catch you, yeah.
But
And there's no payphones.
But I had a system that changes my phone number to anything I wanted it to say.
Oh, the iSpoof app.
It was like Spoof, but
Yes.
now Spoof changed it. You got to go through their computer. It's a whole different thing. It used to be you could put anything you want in there.
I have
It's
stories
changed.
about that.
Yeah,
I
look
did
at-
that.
That's
We
how the
know what that is.
telemarketers
I
get
must have
you.
missed that.
They all lie to
Oh,
you. And
man.
Yes, that's
I
when you
have.
guys are up to no good. You're changing your phone number.
I've got what you can do. You got to understand how intense this thing is. You can actually change the number that appears on somebody's
Right.
screen and play the ultimate prank
I've
on
actually
them.
heard that.
My dad is
to the moon,
still
too.
mad at
It's
me about it.
That's why you're on probation.
I know, right?
No, I didn't go probation. I got found out guilty by a
That's right. Of
jury.
course, you're right. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Did you make that prank
and they
call?
were not
Yes,
my
I did.
peers.
Guilty.
They were not your peers.
For the record.
Yeah.
Michael, if you were to, and Sharon, you too, the both of you, if you were to want to give advice to someone that wants to pursue the role of whether it be acting, transitioning into acting, and both your careers were not so much from childhood; it was pretty much when you've been older. So, at this stage of your life, what would the advice be?
Go ahead.
Sharon?
Classes.
Don't do it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Mary Rich. Thank you.
If
successfully
it's
divorced.
what you want to do, then honestly, just go for it. Take classes. That's to me most important, and seek out the people that you admire what they're doing, and ask them. If there's someone that you admire and that you're friendly with, ask them for advice. Ask them how they started. Ask them what they did. Because everyone takes a different journey, and some people are just really lucky. Some people it takes them.
Miles Teller.
But he worked at it.
Yeah,
He's
but
the
yeah, but-
colonel. But he
Spencer.
he started young,
Yeah.
and he was very young. You and I were older. But one piece of advice I will give: keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut, and just be quiet and don't say too
Funny,
much.
Joe gives that same
And
advice
just,
all the
It's
time.
the truth. Just
Yeah.
I mean, just keep your mouth shut and just do your work, and
I say that if you can get a chance to get on as an extra, you'll see and you'll learn everything they're going to say. Back to one, they'll tell you everything rolling, picture up. It's a great time if you just want to work extra work to start
Yeah,
out.
but don't do too much extra work.
Yeah, well, a lot of
do
people,
it maybe 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
but that's it. Don't
Yeah.
get it locked into
Well,
that
I have a friend.
background
I have
work.
a friend in LA, only extra work, and he's doing very well. He
you guys
loves
ever been
extra work.
on
He
a,
does stand-in extra, and
making a living.
He's making a big living,
Especially
out
if
there
he's in LA.
Yes, he
Yeah.
makes it. Yeah.
Have you guys ever been on a set where there's clearly a room full of people and you forgot your lines? This guy's like, "Tony, I told you don't do that," and then you're like, "Oh my God, I forgot what I was supposed to say."
No, I study very
Well,
hard. I
if
don't-
that happens, you just say line.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
yeah. But
they'll
I
yell it
study
at
very
you.
hard. I
Yeah,
hate
but
that.
you, I mean, you don't want to do that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
you don't-
that's
I mean,
something I
Sometimes
would
you
be
freeze
nervous
and it
about.
happens.
I
though.
would imagine
It'll
it's natural that
happen.
you
You know,
freeze.
you'll have a brain fart. And usually,
you
I mean,
go-
usually you'll just go, "Oh, sorry,
Can she say
you know,
that on
brain
there?
But
fart,"
like you
and
say
they'll yell
lines
cut.
and they know the lines.
Or they'll just say,
But I know this has happened
know.
to you. It's happened on
Yeah,
every
I
set.
mean-
this has happened on every set.
yeah.
The laughter breaks out and you can't
Oh,
stop.
yeah, if it's a funny scene.
You just can't
Oh,
stop.
yeah.
Listen, there was a
You
scene.
pray
this
for
show, I can't
that.
It takes
stop.
like an
Forget
hour
it.
for the.
Yeah, you pray for that because that's gold.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
great.
Scene that I shot that I had to I was talking in the background, but I'm not really talking because the focus is on the conversation over here.
but I have to transition, and I have to turn, and I have to say something to that person, right? And we did this whole scene, and it was going good, and I turned, and I just mouthed what I was supposed to say to them, like,
The words didn't come out?
That's funny.
and they go, no, you're supposed to say it out loud. And I go, oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh, my
so
God, he was nervous.
Those things happen, man.
There was a scene in the movie Last American Virgin where we were at the foosball table. That's how old this movie is. And I was making fun at the other actor's voice before he came on the air with the director and everybody.
Of course.
So as soon as he walked on and opened his mouth, we just, including
burst
the
out
director,
laughing.
and this went on. It took over 2 hours to do that little scene.
Wow.
I believe
Way
it.
to go,
There was
Joe.
a couple of
Way to
lines
go.
back and
Yeah,
forth.
wait,
It took
yeah,
over
there goes
2
the
hours to
budget,
do that
Joe.
one
Thanks,
part.
Joe.
I believe it.
It would have been $30 less, but
I was
Joe
gonna
had to say
no, they're
something.
so funny.
You know, when you think about all different types of ages, often people think, oh, you have to start your career when you're really, really young. And that's not necessarily true. Both of you, everyone in this room actually, for the most part can say that. Because every scene, every play, everything, movie, film, whatever, there's all kinds of characters. And there's
yeah.
always a need, for all different age groups.
Yeah.
So if it's a desire that's out there and you're over whatever age, don't think it's too late. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's, when you said that, I said theater. Theater is great too. Theater, you really learn a lot. And you learn that you have to project. And then I did a lot of theater. I did Little Shop of Horrors. I did a lot of shows, and I always projected very loud. So when I'm doing a movie, sometimes they tell me I'm talking too loud.
Too loud.
Yeah, I'm just projecting, and
Guy, we're right here.
I seem to forget I'm mic'd up or whatever.
Because you have to bring it down.
Yeah, and because I don't want to be the
I
low
want
talker.
I wanted to get back into acting, and I spoke to you about this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole new world now.
It's a whole new
I'm
world.
like, I asked her, how do I do my resume and pictures? She's like, Joe, everything's digital now. You
yeah,
got to do
it's all
everything
digital. You don't.
He had Fred Flintstone's going to chisel it out on some
starting all
bricks.
over.
This guy.
Business cards, the digital cards. People go, here's my they put it to the phone. Here's
Yeah,
my
they little
dig-
put it to you.
Yeah.
And
to
here's
the
your
phone.
digital business card. That's
Yeah.
it. I don't even have
I'm
to
like,
do
what am I
Nobody
going to
even
make a
has
reel of
the
stuff 30 years
paper
ago?
card.
I'm the only idiot walking around with a business card.
Yeah.
What about
me too.
SAG, guys? Is that still important for the upcoming actors and all that?
Not in Florida,
Yeah, Florida's non-union,
Florida.
but I'm a SAG.
because we're both SAG actors.
Well, I haven't paid my dues in a couple of years, so
But
I
then
gotta
you're not
catch up.
SAG right
You
now.
know,
You
we're-
have
I
to get
can
we're
actually
union.
comment on the SAG thing with respect to during COVID. That kind of really put the kaputs on the SAG thing because they were blocking out people from making money.
Right.
So they kind of just lifted that whole blanket restriction and so on. So it's still there, and if you have it as a tag, it's great.
Yeah.
Is California still the place to be for acting? New York used to be, and Atlanta,
isn't it? Atlanta and
California,
LA 's still the
Atlanta,
place,
believe it or
right?
not, Louisiana.
Florida was for a while, and then
They
It
have.
has
We have
something to
no
do with,
tax
like government
incentives.
incentives or something like
We have
that.
no
Yeah,
tax
we lost a lot of
incentives.
great shows. We lost Burn Notice.
I remember they were
and,
they were planning on
We
making
lost
this.
everything. We
Yeah,
had no
we
planning on
lost
making
so
this
many
next
shows.
Hollywood.
Glades, we lost everything, and they all ceased. It was like really bad.
Then they were going to do something in Orlando. They were going to try to make that like Hollywood.
Yeah,
and that didn't
but
go well.
when you
either.
don't have any tax incentives, it really comes down to, let's say, I mean, look, I have from Brooklyn to Boca, right? Where else would you want to film but in Florida, right?
Yeah.
But if I have an investor that's going to invest $2 million,
Yeah.
and he's going to get a percentage back from a state that's going to give him
It's gonna go
money
there,
back.
yeah.
If we film in their state as opposed to Florida, who's giving you ugats,
Right.
why would we film here?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Florida,
Right.
because we're not going to film
who do
here.
I
Thank
gotta
you
talk
guys,
to
because I'm
about
going to use
that?
that
We're
as
just
my
not.
excuse.
Who do I
People
gotta
ask me
talk
all
to
the
about
time, why
changing
are you
that
famous
vote?
yet? I'm
The
like,
governor.
Florida.
I'll go see Ron.
The governor
What?
won't do
Say
it.
Ronnie.
Won't do it.
Hey, Ronnie.
I'm shooting. I have a couple of films lined up. I have to go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're going to go to Atlanta. We're going to go to LA. We're going to go to Louisiana. We're going to go somewhere else
Louisiana,
where
I
there
heard too, is
are
picking
tax
up, huh?
incentives.
Yeah, it's
Nashville.
already-
But there's been a bunch of tornado hurricanes flying through there. Be
Wilmington,
careful on
Wilmington
using
had it.
Louisiana
They lost
last.
their incentives. They're finished.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
I
Really?
filmed there before they
Size
So-
plate
got rid
with
of it.
something.
And it
like
really
last
doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you
I don't
not
think people
want that?
realize when you give these tax advantages. I don't think people realize the amount of jobs that
Open
film
up. You're right,
create.
Kenny.
And hotels
yeah.
and food and everything.
Everything.
Just
It
everything.
really affects everything. That it's
Yeah.
would be the better idea. That people should look into that.
There's so much.
So where are we going to shoot the thing with Juan when we shoot our
Juan
thing?
don't care. Juan's like, we'll shoot in Fort Lauderdale. We'll shoot. He don't care.
Which one is it? Was that a racist joke? Sorry, Kenny.
was
I
two.
didn't-
It
I got
wasn't one,
Spanish
it was
kids at
two.
home, so I thought I could.
Wait.
Juan 1,
No,
Juan 2.
because, I
Is he
love
part
Juan.
of
I
Kenny's
can't wait to
gang?
work
Like,
with
what
him.
is it?
So
So
Yeah.
what projects do you have working now, Michael?
I have, well, coming up, I have this one in Atlanta I'll be doing. It's called Not a Merry Christmas. It's John Vanis is doing it, and Gary Busey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, is attached, and they just turned it over to the production company, and they're working with it now. I got Chasing Adrian coming up. John Richardson is doing JW. He's doing that. And also Jacqueline Seymour. She's an actress in it. They brought me on.
Jacqueline Seymour's an old name.
Well, that's Joan. That's Kim. What's Seymour?
Jane Seymour.
Jane
Not
Seymour.
Jane.
Yeah,
Jane, but
not
Jacqueline
Jane. This is a
Seymour,
girl. Who
the
just,
girl with the blue
mom.
and purple hair.
Oh, okay.
She
got
brought
it.
me into JW's play to Jen. The
Seymour.
you know.
And Sharon, of course, you're doing the stand-up. But what do you got? Yeah, I know you're working on with Ciro on something.
I'm
Cherry
working with
Pickers.
Ciro on something called the Cherry Picker.
Right.
So I'm excited about that.
And Mike's involved in that also, right?
No.
Marino.
Uh,
No, Mike Marino.
Mike Marino is involved with that, so we'll see where that goes. And I'm really immersed in my own project right now.
Right.
So, which again, to repeat, is from Brooklyn to Boca. So,
Yeah.
and we're hoping to,
I just
hopefully.
want to say that was the first since high school, the first stage thing I ever did.
Well, you were
since high
phenomenal.
school. It was
You were
fun.
great.
It was a lot of fun.
Actually, everybody was great, and we
Yeah.
got such great
It was,
feedback.
it was a whole different
that.
world, like you said, Mike.
It was great. It was great. You notice how you had to project out your,
Yeah.
you know, it was good. But that was just a stage reading. We weren't
Yeah,
moving
it was
around
just
and
a
blocking.
staged reading.
You know.
And everybody did really, really well
Yeah.
with that.
That
So
was a
we
great,
were really
great
happy.
script, a funny script.
We're always looking for something to work together and do something.
Yeah,
you
we're-
know.
You guys
we're
natural
waiting.
together,
You know,
man.
The
It's
we-
great.
chemistry.
We do because she feeds off me, I feed off her. We just know each other really well,
Yeah.
so we work good
We
together.
work
Yeah.
really well
I
together.
love it. you
We
know.
got to get on Dave to get this Helen back thing done too.
Absolutely,
It's
yeah.
a great concept.
Yeah, I hope he's watching.
Let's
He
go,
always
Dave.
wa- he
Come on,
always-
Yeah, he
Dave.
is okay.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you for being on the show with us. As always, it's been a pleasure, Sharon, to
Thank
have you
for
here.
having me back.
Yes, and
Thank you.
Michael, thank you so much for being
It's
here.
been a pleasure. I
appreciate
love
you
you
guys
guys.
coming.
Looking forward to coming back.
Anytime, you guys are always welcome here. Same
You know,
with you,
Denise,
Vic.
we're dressed
Anytime,
alike again.
come.
I know.
You know,
Look, you guys are dressed alike. We have the goatee.
Yeah.
we
Look at
always
this.
every
I mean, this
time.
is-
I know.
And we don't plan it.
It's
I
like
know.
a double. You know.
Nice.
Next time we'll have the
All
dresses.
right,
They'll have the
perfect.
goatees.
I don't know about that. I gotta wear my Jordans still.
We're going out tonight.
Yes,
but,
we are.
You know,
We're going
11 o'clock,
dancing.
I start falling asleep.
I think we all do.
Unacceptable.
That's right. Just bump them up.
Unacceptable.
I used to go out at 12. Now I look forward to getting home in bed by 12.
We're going dancing.
I know the feeling.
We are.
I can't
Today.
wait.
Well, it's been a great show to have everyone here with
Yes,
us. You
what
know,
a good
again,
show.
Artie Pasquale, and we have Michael Newman. We've had with us Sharon Pfeiffer. You know, sharing some really good nuggets of, you know, transitioning or being in a career. I mean, but you have to ask: is this your daytime? Well, I know, Sharon, you have one thing that you do during the day. Michael,
I have
do
a
you
regular
something?
full-time job. I work in construction.
Oh my God. Do
She's
you have a pink
so-
helmet? Do you have a pink
She's-
helmet?
I
I
I
gotta
think
say,
she has
she's
a
really,
fans only because I'll tell you right now, I'm dying to see her in her hard helmet. I'm just saying, what's going on?
I do. I
she's
do.
really funny.
I know
She's really
she
funny.
is.
She's
Yeah.
hysterical.
And what, during the, so you retired from being a
I
private
retired. I have one client that I work with, and that's it. And then I just, you know, I do one thing.
You're doing acting full time.
Acting is, well, when I get it, you know, but I, pretty much I could do whatever I want, you know.
And
now
he
that-
actually should do stand-up.
I've done
He's a funny
stand-up
guy.
for many
He was
years.
stand-up for many years.
Yeah, I
He's
done
a very
stand-up.
funny guy.
I opened for Jackie. Used to do 20 minutes in front of Jackie all around the world.
And
I
he's
worked all over.
phenomenally
Who's better
funny.
than that?
Thank you.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I do stand up when I go to bed at night. Only because I say to myself, what am I
Do you
doing?
mean you do lay down?
Just lay down. I'll tell you right now. She's like, I got to pay the rent. Oh.
I just like, my head just goes off in all different kinds of ways. And I actually have to actually say, laughter is probably the best healing agent. Would
It
you
really
agree?
is. It's the best
And
medicine.
I got to say, are we on a delay?
No.
Yeah.
No,
No
no
delay?
Nope.
No,
So how are you guys still on the air?
That's what it was like. You don't know how
haven't
many
figured that
warnings.
out?
Mike, you don't know how many warnings we got already.
Yeah.
Freddie comes out here having a heart attack sometimes.
We are PG-13. It's very near to
Wow.
like
Good.
No, we're
PG-13.
We're
Yeah,
right
talk
on the
like we're
border.
Disney.
No delay. That's amazing.
yeah.
It is a little delay, but they still get upset.
I need at least 10 seconds.
No, it's not. It's
You
not.
did great today.
I did. I held
You
back.
did good. You done
Yeah,
good.
the Brooklyn
Only
didn't
one
come.
slipped out.
I gotta bite my
got
tongue every
one
week.
slip out.
For me?
I
Yeah,
did
well,
not
we're
know.
down to the last 2 minutes of our show, and we
2
want
minutes.
to-
2 minutes.
So, you know, we're going to be actually changing up our show a little bit soon, and it's going to be very, very interesting how it's all going. What we're always enhancing.
Yes.
Always enhancing. So stay tuned for that. We also have a happy birthday that we want to to wish?
Yes, I want to wish my mama, who's in
Mama
the
Rubo.
hospital,
Mama.
happy 80th birthday. Hopefully she comes home soon. But Mom, I love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Love you, Mama Rubo.
For sure. So once again, anyone that wants to know more about the show or see the show once more, you can, if you missed it or a portion of it, go to our Facebook page. You can see it on there, and it's Power Up Radio. Oh, forgive me. It's actually, we just changed the name to the 6th Borough on Facebook. You can find us also on YouTube, which is the 6th Borough Power Up Hour. And go to our website and see if you want to find some more information, how to be a sponsor. And we promise to give you a delivery that everyone will remember. So with that said, everyone have a great weekend and stay tuned for the next show.
And barring no floods, we will be here next week.
Yes. Everyone stay safe.
All right. Thank you so much for watching the 6th Borough and Power Up Hour. Until next week, Friday from 6:30 to 8:30. We will be here and we will be live. Let's go. Whoop, whoop.